Hey. I will take you into the intro and then I will be back. It's a whole kind of, we're in a whole other Twilight Zone today. Trust and believe. I shall return.
Home in the valley, home in the city, home isn't pretty, ain't no home for me. Home in the darkness, home on the highway, home isn't my way, home I'll never be. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Time is the essence. Time is the season. Time ain't no reason. Got no time to show. Time everlasting. Time to play these sides. Time ain't on my side. Time will never know. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Now I want to tell you what's wrong from what's right. I've seen suns that were freezing and lives that were blue. But I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. Burn out the day. Burn out the night. Can't see no reason to put up a fight. I'm living for giving the devil his due. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you. I'm burning for you.
Alrighty. Okay, let's stop this. Let's stop sharing screen. Sir Duke, you're going to stay right on over there on your side and be good tonight. I hope. Hey, everybody. Okay, I hear a phone ringing. Can't be mine. Mine's right here. That was weird. So how's everybody's Tuesday going? Let me tell you, it's been a freaking day. Oh, I'm exhausted. I got the 2.5-year-old crashed. Got the 7 and the 9-year-old damn near in bed. Everybody got their baths, got their dinner, got the kitchen cleaned up, got the living room put back together because that 2.5-year-old could do a number. I'm exhausted. I almost didn't even come live. That's why I just threw up a thumbnail. I'm going to be changing it. But yeah, I'm too old. Thank God this isn't going to be a regular. Anyway. Hey, pick me. Hey, Sherry. There's my favorite Captain Ganja. How are you, Captain? Hey, Darby C. Hey, Deb. Hey, Shauna. I put it on subs only. I'm not in the mood for trolls, sorry. And the patrol subs, they turn around and unsub right away. And you'll know if they're trolls, because you'll lose 2 or 3 because they are the ones that actually remember to unsub. See, that's why I'll do shit like that because I forget to unsub. Hey, Mystic. Hey, Black Sheep. Hope you're feeling better. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, airy. Sorrows gather around great souls as storms do around mountains. But, like them, they break the storm and purify the air of the plain beneath them. I'm having the worst week since May 2022. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Aries. I'm really sorry to hear that. Hopefully, we can help a little bit. I don't know. Maybe just keep company. Whispers podcast. Ooh. Hey, little horses. Okay. I don't know. I have why my chat is not updating. I don't get it. I've done everything I can. I give up. Sinus infection. Oh, I dread them. I've had 3 major sinus surgeries where they actually remove parts of my cheekbones, the tips. They've had to. I don't really. The one side of my nose doesn't work at all. I mean, I can't breathe out of it. Nothing. Yeah, I know. I've had it where they go up where your lip meets your gum, and they cut you the whole way over, and they just roll your face back. It's actually pretty cool. Hey, Zero. Hey, Michelle. Okay, so I wasn't around a lot on the streets today, so I caught a little bit of clues. But I was chasing a 2.5-year-old around, so I missed so much. I don't. Yeah, I haven't been. And I spent some time looking for that clip because I know that damn clip exists, or I know what Nana said. I seen it. I heard it. And it was on Brittany J's panel, but I don't remember if it was her main channel or her other channel. And I know it had to be at least, I'd say maybe 7, 8 months ago. There's a lot of videos to go through to find it. But she most certainly did sit there and say, I love Seth. And even if there was proof he did something, I would still love and support him. Yes, she did say it. She very much, hey, Clue, she very much did say it. I'm going to find that. I'm going to find it. Oh, do you know how many panels I fast forwarded through today? Oh, their voices just grated on my brain. Yeah, she did say it. Hey, everybody. I'm so sick of her. I am. I am so sick of the victimhood. Put your fucking big girl panties on and shut up. And honestly, why are they making it such a big deal? Because it's really not a big fuck. I mean, It's Nana. Do you expect anything less? You know? I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not telling you that I love Sebastian or I love Seth or Chris or Katie because I can't say that. I don't know them. Do I feel for that little boy and pray that he comes home? Absolutely. But I can't tell you that I love him like that. I can't sit on a panel and cry how much I love him and bawl my eyes out. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but you know. So is it surprising that Nana would say something like that? Yeah, not in this reality. Not in this dimension. Link me? Okay, you got it. I drop in the link. And you know another thing, and Clue, I hope you don't mind me bringing this up, but I really want to, because you know you all heard we reviewed T-Reb the other. Now there's two incidents that I'm still waiting for all these upriders to do videos and call him out for. Hello? He can use the F word anytime he wants. He can sit there and basically threaten someone and then take a pew pew out and make sure that you see him putting it in his waistband. No one said a freaking word. Not a word. But it's about fairness and calling it across the board. But I'm going to sit in someone's chat that uses the N word like it's an everyday word and every other word for her. And that's just some of the things that's only one of the things she's done and said. I guess it's just, you know, call out just someone because in reality, you just don't care for the person, or you're jealous that they're doing so well so fast. Um, I don't know. It's selective outrage. Because one thing was taken out of context. If you would take the time to go listen to the live and actually read the chat as the live is going on, you'll see what I mean. See, unlike some, that's what I chose to do. The same thing when they did that shit to Hills. I read them 800 freaking pages, okay? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey.
Hey.
How
Who
you
ain't the only one that cleans up well and has volume. You ain't the only one.
You include both.
It was, I want to say it was when they were reviewing Queen Bee's panel of us talking with Chris and Katie, because the conversation, it's called Joico. It's Joico shampoo and conditioner. You got to leave it in a full 4 minutes. Shampoo stays in.
Hell, voices. I don't never get. Do you know how often I get 4 minutes to take a shower? I got littles don't allow you in the shower that long.
Hey, Mason doesn't have a problem. He just curls up on the floor with his space heater.
This 2.5-year-old just thinks she runs the house already. Oh yeah, we're having a war. Oh, guess who's gonna win? I'm gonna win.
Not her.
I can't believe I'm crazy, but you know what? The kids keep you young.
I can tell you how the conversation went. Joico, Joico. It's a little pricey. It's about $40 for for the shampoo and the conditioner, but you got to leave it in a full 4 minutes.
That could be my excuse that I need private time.
And you got to make sure that you brush it out before you get into the shower, because otherwise that shit'll lock the tangles in and you'll spend a good 2 hours working your tangles out.
Oh, hell, I am so glad
My
I
hair's down
do
to my
not
ass.
I
I
do
have
not miss my
done it a
hair.
couple times.
The best thing I ever did 6 months ago was chop off my hair. It was down to my ass. It was thick and heavy. I couldn't take it in this heat, and I chopped it all off. And I went above shoulder. I mean, it was mid neck, and my head was like a bobblehead at first because there was no weight to it.
Well, could you imagine how much hair I would have if I didn't have half my head shaved? I have
Oh
half my
yeah,
head.
you got the underneath. Yeah.
I got the undercut in the back. Could you imagine how much hair it would be otherwise? I mean,
Hey, Wilby. Hey, Fairy Meadows.
it's
Hey,
done
Fairy Dust.
past the
Nope.
Okay, so the conversation went like this.
Do not disturb hair washing. Hey,
It was
Mocking Me. Great
before
video. Great video.
it was while Dummy Joe was still up there. I don't believe Mischief was still up there. I think it was Dummy Joe and Nana and Reality Loses It.
And Nana was in the top spot
Yes,
beside
up on the
Brittany.
top. Nana was
Yes.
up on the top
Yeah.
right, or either in the middle or the top right. And the conversation said, well, we don't know what happened, and we don't know if Seth did something to Sebastian, but even if we were to find out that he did, I would still support Seth because Nana loves everybody.
Yeah.
So
I love that she said. And she cries. Yeah, I remember it very well. I thought I reviewed it. Did you just bite my cords? Have you lost your mind?
We did.
You just pulled my cords out. And then he ran. You tell me he doesn't know what he's doing. Oh, so now I get a phone call. Give me 2 secs. Oh, Lord.
But that's how the conversation went. Was that Nana loves everybody. And I promise you, she said it. She totally fucking said it. And if you find it, then I'll make it into a business card. Right now I'm getting ready to make naughty cards. I'll show you what they say on them. They say free mustache rides. What color bottle? I have the blue, but I want the turquoise next time. The blue is for moisture, but I'm an oily girl. So I want the turquoise next time. But purple's for color. I don't know what the gold is for, but I've got the blue.
Oh, Lord. I need a vacation. And I don't even want to leave the hotel. I just want a hotel room to myself where nobody can interrupt me. I can go on my phone when I want to. I can go on my tablet when I want to. I can go live when I want to. And I can even eat when I want to. I'm doing it. Can you put that on a business card for me? I'm an oily girl.
I can. Didn't you see what I'm putting on business cards right now?
Oh my gosh, I like them.
It's dirty. Look closer. It's dirty. That's a woman's thighs.
Yeah, you can see it.
It's dirty.
Yeah, the free rides on the mustache.
But yes, I can put it on a business card. I got them right here. You crazy girl.
Hey, sis. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Watcher. Hey, Cherry Pete. Good to see you. Naughty girl, Ange.
I know. I'm a dirty girl. I know.
Okay, I just want to play just a little bit of this one that I didn't play the other night because we got sidetracked. But it's just something that he says in here that anybody watching her, either they ain't right in the head. Oh, my English teacher will be smacking my hands with the ruler for saying ain't. We weren't allowed to say ain't.
We weren't allowed to say ain't either, but you know what? I'm a fucking adult. I'm going to say all I want.
Oh, believe me, I got my knuckles cracked quite a few times.
Oh, my mom hated the word ain't. She had a wicked backhand if you said the word ain't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
so a lot of
hey,
things
Liza.
you can be, but a heathen you will not.
Yeah. I don't know why this is not updating. It is ridiculous. I have shut everything off. I give up. Okay. Oh, Betty, that's a serious filter. I'm not trying to be mean, honey, but that is a serious filter. No, that can't be it. The past dictates the future. Oh, maybe that is. It's only been sitting. No, it's been longer than that because I ain't been live in a couple days. Wait, did I go? No, I didn't go live yesterday. Did I? No. Gosh, I can't even remember. I'm so freaking wore out. But the kids are keeping me young, I guess. Okay. Why is it saying only 6 hours? Oh, because she used the thumbnail twice in a row. Okay. Whew. Thought I was losing my mind there for a minute. I was getting a little scared there, voices. I thought 6 hours ago, where the hell have I been for the last couple of days? I thought maybe I was really in that dimension.
Well, I was about to wonder what the fuck you were doing over there because you were just going off in your own little.
I know.
I was like, well, I can't even help you because you're not even completing the damn set. You're not even completing a thought before you're starting the next one.
I'm delusional tonight.
I'm going to let her go round and round and round for a hot minute, and then we'll figure it out.
Well, she used the same thumbnail, and they are right on top of each other. And, I got 2-year-old brain right now. I've watched Peppa Pig. Okay, she has all these stories that and if you notice, several of them are doing it now. They are playing other cases to say that it gives you hindsight and pointers into Sebastian's case, when in reality, none of them have anything to do with Sebastian's case. These guys are loony. But she says some shit in here that, we got to speed her up, though. Kind of pissed me off.
Well, this lady,
Betty,
is Shayna Cloud. She's from North Carolina.
Okay.
And she not only unalived her husband, she dismembered the same person, right?
Okay, so you tell me what that has to do with the Sebastian Rogers case. Because that's what she's doing. She's showing examples to point out similarities in the cases. I couldn't get it, but anyway.
So I just thought this is a Shayna. There we go. Like I'm let me just, did I share view? But they could be sisters, no? They could literally be sisters.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. But look at this lady's face right here.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this lady's face right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, these ladies, oh, I didn't show you that one. And then this one. These ladies could be sisters. One's in Georgia and one's in North Carolina. So I've been getting confused about their cases, but I'm watching the one with the green. I was hearing this other one, and they're like, oh, well, we found her husband is alive and well in Tennessee. Okay. And haves and have nots are alive and well in Tennessee. So with that being said, we've got problems, but I digress. Those are my personal complaints and issues that I have with the state of Tennessee. This next case, I think we can garner a lot out of. Okay. We're going to go by bits and pieces. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but there are some good chunks of information here. Jesse is really good. I like him on Law and Crime. It's something. His voice is so.
2011 banter
okay. Talking to somebody and they're not making eye contact. Are they looking down? Similar to the newest article coming out, the statements that were made to us were made almost a year ago. and they have been inconsistent even a year ago. But now
Where?
that people drop off the face of the earth and then pop up.
Wait a minute. Where are all these big inconsistencies? I've been hearing this from you and GirftimJJ after all the videos I just scanned through looking for something. Where's all the lies and inconsistencies? You keep saying there's major ones, but you have not shown them. A year later, you still have not shown them. What happened with these people have nothing to do with it.
A year later, kind of like Chris and Katie, now you have 2 additional stories as what happened. Now we have a neighbor that's now being a creep and parking their car down the road and crossing through common areas to take another neighbor's garbage out. Sounds a little crazy, right? And now we're also learning that Katie got in her car and was driving to the school before she ever even called her husband, and before the 3-way call. Yet we see her in her neighborhood.
This is not new.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
How are these new stories?
This is not new information.
And nothing that you people put out claiming to be a neighbor has ever been proven to actually be a neighbor. How's this new, though? Do you understand? Is there a new twist on it? All right.
Yeah,
Sir Duke.
Her Maytag spin on it.
Yeah. Betty, did you know the Maytag guy that was here and flooded my freaking kitchen yesterday? Yeah, that was a fun afternoon. My cat is literally trying to climb my house. He is a lunatic.
They forget the lies. We do not. They've got to remember a million lies. We don't. We get to remember what they said. It's a lot easier for us than somebody that's lying.
Oh.
If it was Saturday, then that is the night that she went missing.
I'm not listening to the stories because they don't have anything.
Life, wanting to marry her, have children. It's the same behavior as he was exhibiting before he knew what happened. He doesn't seem very bothered. He doesn't seem like he didn't know she was dead. Proper behavior of learning mess. A blubbering mess. And these are exhibiting classics. That's why I try to tell people.
According to her, Chris's behavior is just like this guy's.
Quit listening to the defense attorneys about.
That's why she's
these people, showing grief differently. You still have to show grief. Tell me what grief this man is showing. He's not. Okay. He can't even read like this. You would remember. You will ever forget my experience in Sumner County and what I went through? Do you think my story's going to change in another 2 years? Or do you?
Oh, Betty, your story has changed. You lied through your teeth right from the get-go. What exactly have you been through? You mean what you put everybody else through? Because whatever happened to you, you caused.
You think I'm going to be as pissed off as I was in August?
Hey, Jillian.
You don't forget details like this. I'm sorry, you just don't. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, right? We don't all wake up every day and find our fiancés murdered.
Okay, this has nothing to do with...
So this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. How many good... This is not a good experience. I'm not saying...
Can you tell me how this has anything to do with her experience in Sumner County and Sebastian being missing? Do you see the similarities? Am I lost here?
Dude, don't ask me because I have no fucking clue why we're even back down this road again.
Betty don't have no content. That's why. Not content that's gonna pay her like, hey Naomi, like her cash cows. This cat is truly losing his freaking mind. He must have got a hold of the catnip mouse.
Yippee-yay!
Oh, this is crazy. I don't see the similarities. But According to her, there is.
serial, unaliver. I don't anticipate him having to deal with this in something that has never happened to you before and will most likely never happen to you again. This goes back to Candace Bly in the Summer Wells case when she couldn't remember specific details weeks or months after her daughter disappeared. She was also one that had no urgency. She was also one that seemed to know what happened to her daughter, but acts like she doesn't.
Huh?
These are important interviews.
What are you talking about? She knows what happened to her. Do you have any proof of that? Because I'm sure law enforcement would love to have it. You don't think if there was any kind of evidence that they'd have been busted by now? There is no way that them two, with all their substance abuse issues and mental health issues, that they wouldn't have been busted out by now. Sorry, not that clever. Anyway.
Y'all, I recommend you going back to these types of interviews and start learning, because these are the bread and butter of the BullhornBetty show. You want to know why I'm so accurate in a lot of my reporting? It's because
Yeah.
You're a liar, Betty.
She just said she's accurate in her reporting.
I heard her say that. She's a goddamn liar.
Hey, the Black Widow.
That's not my sublimation press.
Hey, NJ Robin.
Catching on fire. Where's polyester draws?
Oh my gosh. She literally just said she's accurate.
She's accurate in her report.
Betty, I had to call you out with body parts in a suitcase. You couldn't even get that right. What
Betty, the nincompoop. Toot, toot.
Hey, Trouble Man. Hey, Patricia. Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm constantly watching stuff like this. So instead of me watching stuff like this behind the scenes to get my bloods flowing and my juices going for the cases that we show on the this is how I do it.
And this is how you are always so far off. Because
this is how we do it.
This is how we do it. Oh boy.
I'm on one tonight.
That's good. I laugh away, have fun. We need it. This day of cat's high on catnip.
Look at this. Oh, son of a gun. These turned out perfect. 3 mustache rides.
Oh, them are cool. Yeah, you're being naughty today, aren't you?
And then on the back side it says, I mustache you a question, but I'll shave it for later. Damn it. Stop it.
Hey, B-Tim.
Of course, B-Tim has to walk in when I'm showing naughty. Of course.
You guys are crazy. I do want to go over that thing in the Walls lives, though. She now has 2. Oh my God. She doesn't know what's going on. Can't read. It's really ridiculous. But no surprise, I guess. Okay, let's see Betty's
analyzing behavior, analyzing statements, analyzing when they're put on when something they're not prepared to answer is thrown at them, seeing how they react to that. That's how I learn everything that I know. It's by watching, but not watching, all these things on TV on A&E. It's by watching the real stuff. This right here, seeing real people in real hot seats trying to explain this. And look how relaxed he is. He's holding a water bottle, crossing his leg. He's comfortable. I don't know anybody that can be comfortable knowing that their fiance of a year and a relationship of 5 years.
Okay, let's go.
Hung out and
there's a part she says here I want to play for you guys.
And that I struck the chord. I'm sorry, Henhow, but in all fairness, it is what I perceive when I hear that coming from family members. I'm sorry, not that it's just what that I am painting, but that's what when I fence and house speaks. But that's just what, in all fairness, that's what I imply when I hear that. No offense, in house. I'm not saying that it is a broad brush that I am painting, but that's what when I hear that, that's
very broad,
what I get. Okay?
non-existent broad.
When people say fairy spirit, so not that it's accurate. It's just my opinion, and I'm not saying you in house. So don't.
Oh, huh?
Dumb ditzy broad.
Yeah. Hey, Jessica. Hey, True Crime Karens.
Start smacking me.
She's like,
I don't want a nasty gram. Okay.
Oh, she thinks she's funny.
I had 3 children and a husband. Saying that coming from family members, I just do. I'm sorry, I do. Your hen feathers, not to ruffle.
Just take these.
Disappears, or his fiance disappears. I'm sorry, but we don't talk about the 20s. No, for much of mine. I think I might have had a little.
Wait, there's one part
I might have had a little too much
here.
in the 20s. Yes, this guy I noticed
that
14 months later, when he has very limited clothing that he wears, they try to blame it on his pickiness in the feature, whatever anime feature is on, or imprint is on his shirt. But after 14 months, we still don't even know what shirt he had. And I would know that every single mom in my chat right now, if their child was missing and couldn't answer a question like what shirt your child went to bed on, you would go through that room until you figured it out. How do we still not know what shirt Sebastian Rogers was making? Oh, yeah, but Chris knew exactly what. He wasn't even there. He wasn't even in the house, but knew exactly what pair of pants he was wearing, but not what shirt he was wearing. Cut it out.
Betty, you truly never raised a teenager, have you? They'll have 30 of the damn freaking shirt. Same shirt. Boys, anyway.
Like,
exactly, Derby.
I'm like, where am I?
Despite Carter's insistence that everything was fine leading up to his fiance's disappearance, investigators have received conflicting statements from people close to Markham.
Fast forward here.
Here's the conflicting statements. Let's see what happened.
On the evening of August 12th, the
none of this has anything to do with a 15-year-old who's now 16
there with some friends
that went missing,
or
test of
time. They went through the problems of marriage, right? When I'm not online, we all know when something's not right. My best friend got me a puppy. Why? Why did she force me to have a puppy? Of all things, right? Because she knew that there was something.
Wait. She didn't get you a puppy. She didn't force you to take the puppy. She had a litter of puppies she was trying to get rid of.
Oh, well, listen to her tell it. Come on now. She was
forced you
as a fucking 3-legged stool.
Yeah, how do you force one into taking a puppy? What am I missing?
Well, if that could actually be done, then I would imagine shelters around the country would not be worried about overcrowding, and
I'm opening them, dude. Yeah, they'd be empty. Yeah.
Right. There would be even no need for them. So
I'm trying to find the part about Summer Wells.
Something off with me. She knew that something was off with me, and she tried to fix it, right? Because that's what we do as friends. We try to find out what's wrong.
So she knew something was wrong with you, so she forced you to take a puppy?
Apparently.
That's like saying, fuck your problem, take this dog off my hands.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, sorry, you're back.
And we try to fix it
here.
So somebody that says, how would they know? I protect my family and my friends, my personal family, my personal friends from all of the nastiness that I go through on here. So I would never tell them or talk to them about some things that are over my head.
Protect them from all the nastiness you do?
So does that mean she has private or public friends and public family? If she's got personal, does that mean she's got public?
Yeah. what do you do to them in private? Oh shit, we know what you do in public. What the hell? I could imagine what you do in private.
She's your private dancer.
Betty tells the truth.
For money.
She said that's what happened. Who are we not to believe her laughing? Well, something is still off. Yeah, poor animal. Oh, Sherry, member for 2 months. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Patty.
Head, I don't want to put that stress on their back. But they know when something's not right. Oh, that's right. Melanie, thank you for being in the chat. I just want to say we also have another person that could use a lot of prayers, going through a little bit of audience members when they get up and still get put on a. So we're going to button this up because church is starting in about 15 minutes.
Where's the summer realms part? Did I miss it?
Reports forthcoming with you.
Markham isn't here for pornography.
No, they engaged in it together or what? But people that are around people that do substances are either going to engage in substances or they're going to get away from them. People that don't do substances don't typically hang out with a bunch of people that do. It just doesn't work that way.
That's not true.
That's not true at all, Betty.
That's not true at all. You haven't lived, have you, Betty? Outside your little house.
She's
when I first got my. You should know that.
Yeah. Remember, she's right off Skid Row. With a housekeeper and a babysitter.
Skid Row adjacent.
Mac and all that stuff. And I was like, she's gonna be mad at me, blah blah blah. She's like, I don't really care.
Where have you put my tablet with the timestamps?
Deal with it. And I guess to her it was like, it was a means to an end.
Oh, I found
Markham's
it.
close friends disagree. They tell investigators that Markham did care, especially when Carter began asking her to perform.
Okay. I'm gonna take you. I gotta stop this for a minute. I'm gonna take you to the timestamp. The wrong fucking video. It was the 2 news stories. It was the one right before it. The kid had my tablet, so. Oh boy. She got a lot to say on this one. I remember now. Told you I'm off today. All right. 37 in. Okay.
You want to address Cheryl Ray?
Has Queen Bee ever supported you, Kathy V? And Queen Bee Nuts Voices? Ear a holiday dinner from Dollar Tree. QB is using you spread nonsense about BHB. Well, Cheryl Ray, I don't do anything for Queen Bee. Queen Bee doesn't have me do anything. And Voices was doing the Dollar Tree meal challenge, the Thanksgiving meal challenge. So you clearly don't know what you're talking about. And yes, actually, Queen Bee has helped me a minute. So what else you need to know?
Thank you. Because I was just going to tell Cheryl you're a dipshit.
Well, that was next. But, I'm trying to be nice first. I'm trying to be respectable. But, honey, I don't know where your misinformation is coming from, but you should give it back because it's all wrong. And Betty is a piece of shit, and I will continue to call her out as long as she continues to go after victims and families. There. Hey, Blaze. And nobody let Voices have a holiday dinner. Voices did a holiday dinner challenge. It was a meal challenge. You idiot.
I am single. I am alone. I'm not cooking the full fucking spread. What? So I can eat it till Christmas?
Actually, her food looked pretty damn good. I wanted some.
Hey, you know what?
That looked really good.
It turned out to be the perfect weeknight quick meal.
And it looked good. Sure, you got to do a little bit of homework before you come in here talking. You know, do a little research. Don't take much to figure it out. Hey, Taylor. And we'll leave it go at that.
Nobody let me eat anything. I do what I want.
You fuck, yeah.
No, they let me. Oh my God, they let me. Like I'm 5 and only allowed.
I was like, do what? She goes, yeah, I cannot find him. I said, well, hang on. I made the phone call.
She's
ordered
regurgitating the
Okay,
same
so that's what
interviews.
they're supposed to do. Let's hear about this one. Let's go back to the Chronicles of Olivia. So let's go back to the choice words. We know that's
Betty. Olive oil hasn't needed your bullshit, so that's why she's like kind of been not around. But don't worry, she always comes crawling back because she needs you to do some kind of dirty shit. Because see, she's the kind that does everything behind the scenes and puts that little "I'm so innocent. Just look at me, I'm fine." Yeah, nah, bitch, with your fake fines and shit. But don't worry, she'll need you back again soon.
Where we were.
Thank
So
you.
let's listen to this. Let me play the tab.
Hey, Brady.
Choice words were used.
Oh, and guys, by the way, KCG is really she's having a tough time. She's sick. She's really sick. So yeah, just want you know. Who's WB? Who's WB? Has never reached out.
Why would
it
white
to
boy
voices.
reach out to me?
Yeah, why would white boy reach out to you? Queen Bee did, and the Hive, and they sent her beautiful flowers. So you're wrong, Cheryl.
Good Lord.
I don't know where you're getting your information, but dear, I mean, a Cracker Jack box would be a little better. Betty's good at them. You should ask her about it. She gets all her shit out of a Cracker Jack box. Should we play voices?
Listen, Cheryl, if you don't have the accurate information, maybe you shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe at this point, Cheryl, why don't you just go ahead and state all your misinformation and we'll correct you? What else don't you have right? Just tell us all the things that you have wrong and we will correct you.
Yeah.
This is far too easy.
I apologize, Queen Bee. Yeah, sure, you're there again. You're wrong. Not only did she let everybody know, but she privately reached out to voices, and the Hive sent voices 2 gorgeous arrangements.
I got 2 beautiful flower arrangements. I've got the cards right here signed from the Hive. Cheryl, you are again incorrect in what you're stating.
Yeah, and we're being nice, Cheryl. Okay. Hey, 2-year-olds.
Okay, I'm done responding.
Okay.
Okay. You know, where the F is he, you know. I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to.
Betty, why are you watching this again?
Watch.
Let's go to 37 in.
After I looked.
Katie says she then headed to Sebastian's school. And then it was when she was out of the house is when they got on the 3-way call with Chris in Sumner County. By the time she got there, she was told to turn around. So she's saying when she was on the phone, she was at the school, and she was told to turn around. We all know that 911 call came in at 6:33 in the morning, yet she is observed in her own community 30 seconds before that call and not at the school in this Dateline interview. Wouldn't this alone give LE proof, reasonable doubt the stories have changed? The inconsistencies in the story is definitely very strong circumstantial evidence from where I sit. Yes.
Well, Betty, a Cracker Jack box doesn't constitute anything. Okay, it doesn't. You sit in one of those all the time. Look, it could be an inconsistent story. Things get turned and twisted. Times could be wrong. Just never know, Betty. But no, their story hasn't changed, Betty. The foundation of their story has stayed the same. As they are allowed to talk more, they have said more. That's not changing their story. That's just being able to talk about things they weren't prior. Hey, beautiful disaster.
Yes, let's keep going. Let's go back. I told you I was going to line by line by line. Now, remember, all of a sudden, she's not out there with her neighbor looking in the house. She's never brought that up again. She was in her car and stopped while she was in the car and asked a lady walking her dog. She was like, no, I haven't seen him. So that means that there should be some type of interaction on a camera that shows her stopping and rolling her window down. Because as you see in the mob cruise,
oh yeah,
the window was up.
Yeah, we all know how credible he is and how reliable his shit is, huh? We all know, right? It's all been. He is so debunked every time he opens his mouth. It's just stupidity. The dude is. Hey, Runs, how are you? Hey, Grandma Cece. Hey, Chaz. Giving advice to Cheryl.
Oh my God, why is Cheryl so on my job? If you're going to ride my ass, the least you can do is pull my hair while you're at it.
I mean, what do you want? You trying to cause trouble between Voices and Queen? You're not going to be successful. Yes, in 2 minutes. Yes. Oh, we got 2 minutes? 2 minutes. They're up 9 minutes later.
And there is no cell phone in her hand. And this is literally 8 seconds before 6:33 in the morning. 8 seconds. And she's in the neighborhood. She's in the neighborhood. I don't know how, I don't understand how somebody can have so many different variations of a very...
There's not variations, Betty. There's really not. Again, this was written by someone else, not by Katie. So things were worded the way they worded them. Times could have been wrong. Maybe they're not as accurate as you are in their reporting, Betty. But yeah, whatever. I'm so tired of arguing the points with these people.
Specific window of time.
Specific.
I don't understand it. Sonia thinks it's only been 29 months. What, did I miss something?
Creeping intelligence power way.
I remember. I just got it. That's funny. That is funny. I love it.
Hey,
Thank you. Thank you. Find Sebastian. Find Sebastian now. Autistic person. Oh, thanks, Riv. Love you, BHB. You're amazing. Thank you. And it's me, Jen, gifted a BullhornBetty membership. She wants to spread the love. If you received your gifted BullhornBetty membership, Jen, thank you. And welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club. Are you the insane asylum? Grab your straight jacket in your padded room. Welcome aboard, folks.
And trust and believe, whoever just got the membership, you're going to need that straight jacket and rubber room. Trust and believe.
Welcome aboard. So, we've got a lot of inconsistencies here.
Yeah, because it's still kind of, I thought it was at 6:30. That's clearly not 6:30 in the morning. Not that time of year. Not in the fall.
Inconsistencies here. By the time she got there, she was told to turn around and head back home because law enforcement was heading to their house. It was just like more and more people were coming and everyone was looking, and every time someone came back, they didn't have them. Katie couldn't finish the thought. That's pretty interesting. She couldn't finish a thought about that morning. And look how nice she sounds. Sebastian is on the autism spectrum. You wouldn't recognize him as a special needs person just by looking at him. Even though for a solid year, we were told by these two same people that he was basically an infant in a teenage boy's body.
No, we weren't. That's what you spun it into. But no, we weren't. Man, that's a good screenshot. That's a good plus. Let me blow this up. Yeah. Oh, shit. That's a good pause.
Fuck, we could start throwing hot dogs.
I was going to say, I have some cat treats. I just opened up to bribe the cat to leave me alone. Because he was playing with the catnip mouse. So, he gets a little too frisky. He's still feeling it. But I could pop them right in her mouth.
Interesting. He's smart and he's capable and functional.
No one didn't say he wasn't.
Katie told Dateline that Sebastian does respond differently in certain situations. He does have sensory issues with loud noises. That's pretty interesting because I don't think somebody would be walking out of their house in the middle of the night because, let's face it, there's a lot of truck drivers that move around in the middle of the night and they honk their horn.
Not in their neighborhood, you asswipe. And yes, he would go out. But there's not truck drivers driving up and down that neighborhood, that community, honking their horns.
Oh my God.
Not that time of night.
Betty.
I mean, I know there was construction site there,
noise.
but they weren't there that early. Hey, Lady K.
There's a lot of loud noise with cars driving by real fast. And specifically, like...
Betty, it was a new community. It's a very small community. Nobody was speeding through there at that time of morning. I doubt. That's even before the construction workers get there.
Spontaneous ones. It's funny that spontaneous word is in there because it is my belief that autistic children aren't spontaneous. They're not spontaneous.
You need
so he also hates bugs. Around? Bugs are more prevalent at night than they are during the day. So that just doesn't make sense. And remember, they kept searching the water because he wandered off. Why didn't they know he knew how to swim well and hated dirty water, would never want to go swimming in a pond? I don't know those answers. You see where I'm at here. Hold on.
No one said he went swimming in some dirty pond.
Eric Craddock wrote in this. We're not going to cover Eric Craddock's portion of it because you guys have already heard it. He went into the water. They had all these.
We've already heard Katie's a million gazillion gabillion times. You keep redoing the same shit, trying to spin it into. It's not going to change, Betty. But you keep trying to change it. This cat is going freaking bonkers. Let me throw him this Super Ball. I'll play with it.
Things, foot, canine drone, air assets, fixed wing, helicopter, horse, mounted patrol, SAR, resources from across the state and federal government assisted with this case, he wrote. And that just goes to show you how much they put into this case and still cannot prove that this child walked out of the home. Thank you, Melanie. God bless you. Gifted a BullhornBetty membership. If you received your gifted BullhornBetty membership, don't forget to tell Melanie thank you.
Betty, if law enforcement had any evidence whatsoever, somebody would have been arrested for something by now.
You and Lisa B always thank you. God bless you. And if you received your gifted membership, I think I said tell Melanie thank you. But welcome to this crazy family we call the Coffee Club, i.e. the Insane Asylum. Welcome aboard. Grab your straight jacket and your padded room. You are now family. So we're not going to go over this, but I find it interesting because we're going to go over a little bit more.
Okay.
So despite intense search efforts, no clues turned up that led authorities to Sebastian's whereabouts. As a matter of fact, what they told the public is that Sebastian made it home, Well, they didn't say he made it home, but they said he left from his house allegedly. But the problem is they have no video footage, they have no eyewitnesses, and they have no scent that he ever left the house, implying he never walked out of the house.
You don't know what law enforcement has, Betty.
And this was really interesting. Katie believes that wherever Sebastian went,
Hey, Zero.
he had every intention of coming back home. That is...
Well, Cheryl, thank you for your looking up, but Voices is good. She doesn't need your help and protection. But thank you.
I can't express in words how angry that statement made me, because she cannot identify one time this boy has ever left home without telling her, without going to school, or without having a chaperone or an adult with him. Mostly family. So he's now spontaneous. A child with autism is just going to do something he's never done before with all the intentions of coming back home. Yet on Nancy Grace, she believed that somebody took her son. That's what she said. When Nancy Grace,
and she's allowed to think that.
She thought somebody took her son.
Betty, that woman is going through one of the worst times of her life. She's not used to being interviewed by the likes of Nancy Grace or anybody having cameras in her face. Her son is missing. She's allowed to think and feel what she wants. It's her child that's missing, not yours.
These people aren't even supposed to exist to her. Oh my God, she's out of the black tank top. Oh my God, it's a miracle.
Hey, Bert.
It's a Christmas miracle. She's out of the black.
I noticed that. That was running into many days. That thing was getting ready to get up and walk away.
Hey, Cheryl, here's the deal. I have an email in my about section. Why don't you email me if you think I'm so poor and so disheveled and don't know how to stand up for myself? Why don't you email me and stop being an asshole in Kathy's chat? Nobody wants to put up with you and your bullshit. Thank you.
Yep. We're being nice, but niceness is running out.
Okay.
I mean, if you have an issue with Queen Bee and the way you think she treats Voices or me or anybody, maybe you should go to Queen.
You know what? That's an even
She has
better
an open panel. She has an open panel. Go ask her.
Why don't you email Queen Bee, or why don't you click the link the next time Queen's live? There, Cheryl. That's an even better idea. It's your issue. It's not our issue.
Yeah, we're not the ones with the issue. You having it. But I'm sure if you clicked the link and went up and asked her, she'd answer you. Yeah, give it a shot. Back to Betty.
Give me a second.
You don't have to be nice, Jillian.
Okay, hold on. Let me get through here. Reason. Here it is.
I wish I knew where he was, to be honest.
Your theory.
Oh, she's back on. I'm sorry, peeps. I can't hear it again.
Or had walked off, that we would found him by now with as many people as we had searching.
Huh. Funny how the story keeps changing. In my mind, funny how the story keeps changing. So let's keep going.
That is one of the best things you ever said. The story keeps changing in your mind. Because their story's not changing, Betty. The foundation of their story has been the same. And Chris has made it clear before that when there's things he's asked, he can't answer because it is an open investigation. They are looking for him. But when he's able to, he will. And that's what he has done. That's where you're saying that they're lying and inconsistent, and it's not. But I'm glad you said. In fact, I want to hear that.
Hey, Zero.
I want to hear that again.
Because I feel like if he had been close to the house or had walked off, that we would found him by now with as many people as we had searching.
Keeps changing. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can find, like, literally my mind. Funny how this.
Oh, there it is.
Funny how the story keeps changing. In my mind, funny how the story keeps changing.
Yeah, in your mind, not in reality.
So let's keep going. Let's see if we can find, like, literally we have found every single statement she has made being inconsistent with statements that we have known for a solid year. She has now completely changed her short story and shaved off an entire hour where she's now in bed by 11 and not midnight. It's just a little weird. Don't you think it's just a little weird? Katie and Chris want to make public aware of some of Sebastian's identifying features and tendencies. He has large freckles on the back of his neck and walks on his toes. He also has a unique run, putting his arms slightly behind his back and leaning forward. They urge anyone who thinks they have seen Sebastian to not approach him, but instead take pictures and call 911. And of course, we hear all of that. There's just a lot of stuff. Let me see if I missed any other. He was excited to start taking agricultural classes. Isn't it Katie that threw an absolute temper tantrum that Sebastian was taking those classes online? And now all of a sudden she's acting like this was something that she was okay with?
I do too. I've always thought that. I always thought that he went out to either meet someone and talk to them or something. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Excited about taking agricultural class. I thought she said to the school no. They actually have animals in the school that kids will work with as they advance through classes.
Voices. This cannon's losing it. I'm going to feel like that. He's having a blast. He is losing his mind. Betty, you should have got a cat.
Didn't she blow the gasket when Seth was received a reward or the award for his son in this very class?
Yeah, exactly. This is stuff that Seth has said. Arguing with her and pounding it in. We've been doing it for 14 months. It's not getting anywhere. But at least she admitted it's all in her mind. I'm really only playing this because I want for something she's
here we have
there. Should be at the time.
This article. Oops, wrong one.
Where are we at?
This article, and I'll be darned.
No.
If every blessed thing in this article isn't exactly opposite or inconsistent with the statements of both the mother and the stepfather for over a year.
Opposite means totally different. It's the complete opposite of what happened. Inconsistent means that some things are a little off. So no, you're not saying that. And you're wrong, by the way. You're wrong. And you maybe you should ask Seth. You always say Seth says, go ask him. Her mind is choose your own adventure book. That's a good one. I'm gonna make a thumbnail next time I cover it. I'm gonna make a choose your own adventure book.
It's a fucking big math book.
That's why I said dimension. Oh, I should have bought some more tinfoil. I could have made a new hat.
I didn't hear it, but from people that
I was so disgusted at the grocery store today. They out of so much shit. How are you going to have a deal and you don't even have the product? And it wasn't just one thing. It was a lot of things. I was so disgusted. I hate grocery shopping, but because it's outrageous to feed people. Anyway.
Find it. Actually, it said that the neighbor finally admitted that he took the garbage out, the trash out at 3 a.m., being the story number 2 when it comes to this case. And if the neighbor took the trash at 3 a.m., why in the world is he walking through a common area with a second person to an unknown car on the corner of Kellen and Stafford?
But he may have. You don't know that. You weren't there. You have no idea what happened. And that little pea brain of yours, it can't hold much more. It's got 124 people in there already. How many more you think you can put in there? And we're being fair with only saying 124 personalities. There's probably a lot more.
Let's listen to this. Many of you guys remember Miss Bobby, right?
Oh,
we remember Miss Bobby.
She's a wealth of credibility. Keep running on that bullshit, Betty. That's where you're going to stay where you're at, because I can't. Never mind. Go back in the Cracker Jack box.
Hey,
let me find the thing in Miss Bobby.
How far is Johnson City from Nashville?
I have no idea, but let's ask Google.
Because there's Madeline Blair is missing out of Johnson City, Tennessee. Madeline Blair, Maddie, asked her grandma to watch her baby so that she could go meet a friend and hang out, stating that she would return the next morning. The next day came. She's not been seen or heard from since. She was last seen wearing a maroon and cream colored shirt, jeans, black and white Converse shoes. She has brown hair with red tones from previous coloring. And she was last seen on April 4th, 2025.
Wow.
I shared it on my community tab.
I'll share it out too. I hope they find her.
Hold on a second. Take her kids to school. Oh, there's that other thing. And then it was car. That's what I need. I go down here. Car. We're getting close. Here it is. Let's listen.
In the front of your house and you ask them, they'll come and get it like that, but they won't come around the back or in between houses. That's bull monarchy. That is not how that works.
No track. You don't believe those 3:10 a.m. lights were around 3:10 after 3 a.m. were trash truck lights.
Not only do I not believe it, but the neighbor that has the actual footage swore up and down that there are two different circumstances. There was the car with the lights coming towards the car backed up on Kellen and left. And then about 2-ish hours, hour and a half, hour 42 something, like she said, the time stamp on the video is not working. It is stuck. She said, but you can tell because it's pitch black dark in the middle of the night when the car comes down the street, turns onto Stafford, sits there for about 3 to 5 minutes. The flashlights are coming from two different directions in between the yards. They do whatever they're doing around the car. The car backs up Kellen and leaves from Stafford. Backs up Kellen and leaves. And then 2 or so hours later, as the sun is just beginning to come up, you can see the trash truck. And she said that the trash truck goes.
So there you have it.
Oh, there you have it.
Why in the world?
Why in the world are you going over this for the 100 millionth time? Bobby is full of shit. She's not credible. People that actually live in that town, that neighborhood, have a whole different point of view, don't they? Look. Move on, Betty. Stop the regurgitation. Stop. You're driving yourself insane. You really are. But I'm going to be mean and fast forward you. Because you're going to say some more stupid stuff. Is anybody surprised? Okay, I think it's right here. It should be. Oh, the little scribbled all over my pages of notes on my little tablet. I'm going to start using a big one so they can't do that no more. Gotta love kids, I guess. Okay, this just, I don't know.
That's not speaking. They were screaming in each other's faces. There was no mistaking what was going on down there.
Okay.
Screaming in each other's faces.
Wait a minute.
This story, and we are going to go line by line, and we are going to listen to every clip and every interview to show you guys exactly how it's changed. Moreover, we were able to show you exactly how quickly, on a dime, Mr. Proudfoot could lie and lie convincingly, because he was on that disgusting channel and right after court, and somebody, because I had ran a live and I had brought up what transpired down below. Now, it wasn't just me and it wasn't just my attorney. I mean, there were on the 5th floor alone, there were over 15 people peering out a window. This was recorded by multiple people inside and outside in those common areas of the courtroom. There is absolutely, without a doubt, this verbal beatdown that happened out in front of this courthouse. Well, while he was on,
verbal beatdown, yet you were inside up on the 5th floor and you knew it was a verbal beatdown. I mean, beatdown. Maybe they had words. Do I think that they had a right to have words at Terry? Yeah, sure do. Sure do. But you don't know what transpired, Betty, because you were inside up on the 5th fucking floor.
Somebody must have posted.
First, you said it was Chris was fighting with his mother. Then you changed it up and said it was Terry Lynn. And you did try to blame it on Chris as well. But okay.
Did that question in the chat. And so it took them off. And it's like, well, did I speak to my mother?
Hiding,
well,
wondering whose place
that's
she's
not
at.
Speaking. They were screaming in each other's faces. There was no mistaking what was going on down there. And literally in a split second, boom, he was able to come up with a believable story on a split second. Slap off his blessed tongue. Just like that.
Really?
And we went back and saw it. We listened to it.
You did?
Let's see if I can pull that up again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Doesn't she have court this week? I think for Queen Bee, don't she? But she gets to do Zoom. So she don't have to leave her house.
The 9th is with Queen Bee, and the 16th, it's the one she keeps talking about she's preparing for.
Oh, she knows it's getting continued. Her lawyer told her that. She knows it's they're not going to go through with it when she's filed those frivolous appeals crap. So tomorrow she has court.
Actually, I didn't have that one ready, and it's probably going to take me a little bit longer because those lives are freaking 4.5 hours long. Who the heck has time to be on 4 solid hours? I just don't, I don't understand that. They're obviously not doing any type of research or anything like that, you know? So I don't see the help.
Oh, the fuck I don't. Not only do I have to watch you first, but I also check into some of the things you're saying, Betty. What you talking about? What research do you do? Because all you do is show news articles and news reports. You didn't make the reports, Betty. And you still get it wrong.
That's coming off those drama channels. But either way, he was able to roll.
I've been digging into that, and she may not be able to continue Tennessee unsure on Queen Bee date because this idiot filed OP against the attorney. Yeah, that's this date, the 9th, has been set. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get to. And I hope that she gets, that shit about this anti-slap crap. Oh, man, I'm so sick of people like her abusing the legal system all the while she sits there and blames everybody else for doing it when she's the one who's doing it. And it just pisses me off because there's people out there that really need to get some things cracking in their cases, And you got idiots like her wasting court's time on frivolous bullshit.
That lied right off his tongue. You know what? We're gonna do it. Hold on, let me find it. I'm gonna do it because I think everybody needs to hear it. And we got some people in here, and I absolutely believe you guys need to hear how easy it was to roll right off his tongue.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
He actually said what happened. I believe it was on Clue's panel. Yeah. We know she don't know. Because she refuses to hear anything. Betty, you are trashing my help channel. F you. And the intro you did is stupid and it's inappropriate. It is with her. Okay, I need to make some breakfast. I will be in the bushes. Well, thank you. Breakfast is 9 o'clock at night, but you know what? Breakfast is good anytime. But now that I got 6 people to feed, it takes 3 pounds of freaking bacon, you know? I need me a pig. I need me a pig.
Let's listen.
Oh, here comes Sir Duke.
Let's
Look
listen
out.
here. Let's take a look.
Did you come down yet, kitty?
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh. Betty, what are you doing with your hair?
Control find.
You know these screens you use, they don't do you any justice, right? It really don't, Betty. You really need to stop doing it this way because it doesn't do you any justice. I'm trying to be fair here. But okay.
What did he say?
Hey, at least she's out the damn bed. Or is she? Is that why she has that background up? Because she don't want anybody to know she's still in bed? Hope you have pants on.
She's in bed. The acoustics are different when she's in bed versus when she's in her office.
Here it is.
Isn't that funny? She had to, yeah, exactly. Isn't that funny how she didn't know where it was and she was going to have to go find it? But boy, it's right there at her fingertips because she knew she was. Oh, shut up, Betty. You're the kind that sit there and you pre-write your script on what you're going to say. Actually, you don't even have to do that because you just used the one from the 3,000 previous lives. You regurgitate the same shit.
Okay, here we go. Let's listen to this. Let me make sure you guys can hear because it likes to kick my audio when I put new stuff up. It looks like this is actually working pretty good. Actually, I'll keep my face on here because we don't need to give that ish any type of plug.
So slowly but surely, people are facing time for messing up.
Quick question too. We got to clear this up. Did you scream and yell in your mom's face outside the courthouse?
Listen how quickly he was able to process that question, create a lie, and make it believable on a drop of a dime. Let's listen.
I did say something to my mom, and once again, that is a personal thing. That is nobody's business.
But you spoke to your mom, but you did not scream at your mother. They are saying you were outside the courthouse being abusive and screaming.
Yes,
no,
and he did talk about it on Queens as well. I'm sorry, but I didn't get to watch all Queens.
How that went?
Well, I mean, if anybody who has a mom respects their mom and understands it, if you ever yell at your mom disrespectfully, your mom has every right to whoop more behind.
Hey, Mama.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That quickly. He was caught off guard. He was not expecting that question to come up.
What?
And he was able to not only create.
Did he sound like he was caught off guard? Create what? He was telling you what happened. I think whatever was going on, he was trying to settle it down and just get him to walk away. I don't know. It wasn't there. But yeah, he wasn't fighting with his mother, like you said, an all-out brawl with his mother, Betty. He's not lying. We were standing right there. Betty's high. Betty, you been in the catnip? Because my cat gets fucking stoned on his little catnip mouse. He tries to climb the freaking patio walls and shit. He gets nuts. You've been in that catnip.
A lie.
Hey, Hartley.
But spin it that quickly on a drop of a dime.
There wasn't a lie to spin on the drop of a dime. He answered the question. What? You don't think he was outside? There was other people outside as well. Was there words exchanged between his mother and Terry Lynn? That wasn't Chris. Chris and his mother were not in some nasty fight or brawl, whatever you want to call it. You said it was really bad, and you could hear it all from inside the building on the 5th floor. Oh, Lord. Sir Duke, if you do that, you're going to get it. Pile Zoom to the moon. I'm telling you. I'm sending you to Mars with Steve.
Hey, Tony, I see you're in the chat.
Dookity do.
Is that Tony? Is Tony here? There he is. Hello.
Come here,
It is past
Pooch.
my bedtime, of course, but I haven't.
You
I
do
have
know
been
you're a cat,
working
right?
crazy hours, so I needed to go over this. I know everybody else got to it before me, but I wanted to fact find the crap out of this. So, and then to top it off, I think it is very, very, very. Hi, VA. I call noise violation. It's nice to see you, VA. I hope you're doing well. Did I see chaos in here too? I hope you guys are doing well. So there you guys have it. Boom. What do you think that's about? Do you think he is capable of being able to spin a lie on a drop of a dime? Well, you just witnessed it. You just witnessed it. Because I can tell you, she did not bend him over her knee or whip him. And was he being disrespectful? While we couldn't hear what they were saying, it looked like he was being very, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And I have a big problem with a big old man being in some woman's face, pointing his finger at her like that. And like I said, you know, that whole thing with Terry Lynn, I don't know what happened, but I can tell you we were concerned for her safety. But because of the situation at hand, nobody could aid her. If anything did go south, nobody could help her because we can't be down there when he's down there. But we had to sit up there and watch all of it. So it's not looking good because we know that he has been caught in so many lies, and that's just another lie added on top of everything else we've caught him lying about. And it's over something stupid. Nobody cares if he was yelling at his mom. I could care less. It was the cherry on top for me after a great day in court. You know, I was up there laughing at it. I won't lie. If you don't believe me, there was 15 other people that can testify to that. I was laughing my ass off.
They can testify to the fact that you were being an idiot. You're lying. You were inside on the 5th floor. They know no more than you do. There was people that were standing outside, literally right there with them, that actually know what happened, Betty.
How about that there were 15 others that can testify against you in a court of law that you were still stalking Chris Proudfoot and his family when he left the courtroom?
Good point. He never pointed his finger at her or in her face. Betty. Hey, Stephanie and John. Yeah, Betty don't have it. We haven't seen footage. BHB said there was other video. Why haven't seen it by now? Just BS. BHB needs more drama. Sebastian's case view. Yep.
It was freaking hilarious, you know, because we got to see them without them even realizing we were seeing them, and we got to see their real selves.
Oh, so you were stalking him? Isn't that a violation of the protection order? You're admitting to stalking them, Betty.
You know, not the facade.
And you still can't get it right. You stalking them, and you still can't get it right. Damn.
They put on. We got to see exactly how they behave, exactly how they act, exactly what they're willing to do. I would never talk to anybody like that. I may raise my voice and I may scream, but I don't get in people's personal space. As a matter of fact.
Oh my God. What? What did she just say?
Oh my God.
Oh, Betty.
I don't do it anywhere properly, but that.
I know Cletus does it. I could listen to that all day. I love the way he does that. I mean, there's so much video footage. There is just so much video footage. Okay. What I will agree with, if you are by yourself or not with a certain person that can amp you up, you don't, Betty. The only reason why you did that to Mr. Bowersox is because you'd been following that man a good bit of the. You knew that man was not going to get out of that car and do anything to you. Stupid you are. But you knew you was live. Betty, we know you like a book. You would never have carried on the way you did at the laundries, at Summer Wells, or Quentin Simons had it not been for the people there, because you are a true coward and you need a crowd, because you're a coward. Even when you tried to burn the councilman's or threatened to burn the councilman's house down, and you had your bullhorn out there and you attacked that person in the car, you and a whole group, not you. You're a coward.
I scream and yell at somebody, I'm doing it from an arm's length. I have in public out on the freaking courthouse steps. But see, they got away from the doors and they were right in our line sight because
within arm's length. How many times did you go after Billy Joel's car? Okay.
they were right down from the courthouse, the courtroom we were just in. So you go, you walk out of the courtroom and there's like this area, and you can, that's where Seth had done many of his, when he went to court with me and he did his interviews after court, they took him out there in that hall, and it has like a couple seating areas where you can sit on benches, and it has all the windows along that wall that peer down into the courtyard at the front of the courthouse steps. And so we were just naturally watching because we wanted to see them leave so we could leave. So we're watching them so we could leave the courthouse. I mean, it was for all innocent. It just was like, did you see that? Oh my God. And I remember the Real Me Too's behind me, and she's like, I feel really bad for Terry Lynn. And it's like, well, she could have walked away, but she stayed right there and allowed them to verbally assault her. And not not just verbally, like, I mean, I'm not going to keep going into it, but Kathy was leaning over with her freaking veins popping. We could see them on the 5th floor. She's got some pretty big freaking side veins.
Are you kidding me? And there's people believing this? Apparently. You didn't see shit like that from the 5th floor, Betty. And you know what? So what if she did have words for Terry Lynn? Can't say it's not deserved. Just saying.
I think that's important, because if he is able to spin a lie like that, now you know why he is taking over the conversations and have taken over the conversation since the beginning of this case, because he keeps spinning. He keeps spinning.
You're the one spinning the lie, Betty. He was telling the truth. And there's witnesses that hands down, I would believe over a lot of people in these. Yeah, I believe them.
And he keeps spinning. And when they have to do the timeline, as you see, they just shaved off an entire hour. It went from her going to bed at 12, which is what we've known for the last year, to her now being in bed at 11. These are huge. These aren't just inconsistencies. These are huge. These are timeline issues.
It's an article written by someone else, Betty.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that it's all factual.
Nope, not at all.
They keep it moving.
These are alibi issues.
Oh.
Their alibi keeps changing.
For
alibi?
An alibi for a family that's supposed to not even exist to you.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure law enforcement knows where people were, Betty. And they wouldn't hesitate to say if one of them was a prime suspect, if they had all said evidence like you're saying.
Guys, just like Tony said, it is way past my bedtime. So I wanted to come here. I wanted to have a discussion with you.
Did we miss
They do
it?
smell chaos.
No,
They
okay.
absolutely do. My CFO once accused me of overusing exclamation points. Oh, good gracious.
Yeah, was
Damn
it past
straight.
the
Yeah,
gates
the
of
3-hour
future?
phone call is the alibi. No, it's not, because he didn't disappear during that 3-hour call. He disappeared while their alibi is, I was asleep. I was alone in bed asleep. How many people have been literally alone, in bed and asleep when somebody goes?
Because she was at home alone. Her husband was traveling for work. He wasn't home. So yeah. Okay.
Missing. It's just, this whole situation is becoming unbelievable in every literal sense, because their story keeps changing.
No,
their
don't.
timeline keeps changing.
No, don't.
Therefore, their alibi keeps changing. These are your commentary. This is the story. Those are your
Only for
receipts.
you.
Cut this, take this, run this. I want this out there. I also heard that dirtbag had somebody was saying something, wants content creators to get together and
remember, you're right, voices. She said only in her mind.
Right. Only for you, and for you, these people don't exist. So keep it going, Betty. Keep it going.
do a fundraiser. Don't you think those trash bags, and I'm asking my audience, have scammed enough money on the back of Sebastian? We have the ability to run fundraisers on here for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. It doesn't need to go in a private GoFundMe. It doesn't need to do anything like that. I would never help or run. I'm here. This is Sebastian's army. We are going to do what's right by Sebastian. And I would never, ever buddy up with a bunch of whining little bitches like the Drama Channel, excuse my language, or put my name on anything that they have to do. But we here in the true crime community, just like always, advocates for him always. And what we will end up doing.
Wait a minute. Who's we here in the true crime community? You are not true crime. You are a far cry from true crime. You are a true crime, but you are not a true crime channel. You are very much drama crama. And yeah, keep right in your mouth because you're hanging yourself. We're good with it.
Is running a real fundraiser for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children that is ran through YouTube and goes directly to the place that it's.
Okay, well, all fundraisers.
That's where all those are going to go to as well.
Yeah, all fundraisers are ran through YouTube and go directly to whatever charity or organization you're doing it for. It doesn't go into anybody's personal bank account. Betty?
If you're above 10,000 subscribers.
Correct. Right.
You have to be at
Unfortunately, I won't be able to take part in it, but I can share it out. And,
me neither.
We all share pretty much the same subs anyway, but hope, I can share it out and get people in there. What are you going to do, Betty? You're not going to contribute. So what does it matter?
Oh, Betty, brush your
meant
teeth.
To go.
Look at her teeth.
Yeah, I was going to say something
look
about
like
that.
They're wearing sweaters.
We're going to go have some laughs. This is just about done. We're going to go have some laughs at Griftim and Spanky. I wanted to talk to B. Timon. I thought he'd jump up or he'd stay for me. I want to ask him if he wants to do those lives, if he wants to come in and do those lives on the Karen Reed. I'm doing them anyway tomorrow because they're, oh my God, that thing in the wall voices. Oh, it's bad. Ugh. Anyway, get ready to start the trial. Well, the jury selection, I didn't watch it last 2 days, so I don't know where they're at with it.
The jury trial starts tomorrow.
Well, I'll be listening. I'm going to do highlights of it. I can't stream every day, all day. I can't do it. I've got a family. I can't. So, but I've been keeping watch on what's going on the Twitter side. Oh boy. Boy, boy, boy.
Oh, and not into some scammer's pocket. We've been scammed enough. Sebastian's been scammed enough. It's time, if we're going to do a fundraiser, we do it right.
Who you been scammed by? You are, Miss Grifter? Who you been scammed by?
Well, her fucking legal fund scrolls on the bottom.
Yeah. You using him to get money for your pocket, Betty. You're using Sebastian.
By the rules of YouTube, no other way is acceptable for the true crime community.
And that's exactly how it's being ran, Betty. Jelly. That's your problem. You're pissed because the Proudfoot's doing it. Good for him. They've done so much you have no clue about, and you don't need to know about, not your business. No.
Not in this case. Not at all. $20,000 for blip boards that never happened. People's hard-earned money. I'm not going to be associated.
You lying sack of shit. The blip boards did very much happen. And there's been lots of receipts shown. You lying sack of shit. I can't wait till they chew you up and spit you out in Pennsylvania court. Because there's receipts to prove it, bitch. Included every one of those billboards and then some. They paid for a lot of the billboards out of their own pocket.
With any of those scumbags to do anything because I actually care about my people. I don't want to scam them, and I don't want to promote something that could potentially scam them. And we know the likes of these people aren't good, so we're not getting involved. We're not getting involved. Thank you, Lisa B. Always.
Is anybody surprised Betty wouldn't get involved, not out of her own pocket? Thank you for staying out of it, because they don't need you. They're going to do just fine without you. Hey, Ange Carter.
He says prayers for Sebastian and Seth. Amen. I'm not going to say that person did not deny foul play in this article. I know he doesn't deny, because it's out there. Okay, period. It's out there. It is clearly a criminal investigation. This child has not been seen for over a year. There's no scent, there's no video, and there's no eyewitnesses. There's something that stinks to high heaven. That we just learned also, and I'm going to say this. You guys know I keep things to myself when I hear rumors that I have no weight at that time. I still pocket it. It's not just because I don't talk about it, doesn't mean I'm not listening. And I know other people may be running with the story, and that's okay. They can run with it. But until we verify some information, or I have something that could lead me to believe that this could be a possibility, I'm not bringing it up on this show. And one thing I learned is that Chris and Katie, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can say that part. So we all know Seth had met with America's Most Wanted. I think it might be public. I might be saying something I shouldn't, but he met them at his house. Okay. He wanted them there at the house. So he let them come over. Well, I just learned that Chris and Katie refused to allow America's Most Wanted into their home. And I have a problem.
Chris and Katie not allowing America's Most Wanted in their home. Uh-oh. The baby just woke up. Anyway. Do you know why they're saying that, Voices?
No, I don't.
Why did I take that down?
I'm puzzled by them saying that.
Yeah, they've been saying it all over the place. Betty said it. They've said it. I don't know.
I understand, but I don't understand why they're saying it is my point.
Not at all.
Because
Go ahead.
I've never heard it.
Yeah.
Only from them and their side.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and wouldn't America's Most Wanted do the interview at your home?
Yes.
I mean, that's how I would think it would be done. I mean, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Chris and Katie, that Chris did say that they opted to go somewhere else.
Okay, but so they're twisting that into they refuse to let them into their home. Correct. That makes sense. Hey, locked and loaded.
So that's what they're twisting it to be.
They did the interview at a disclosed location. And you know what? That makes sense because the way people stalk them and watch them.
Yes.
You know, there would have had to been equipment and, crew to record the episode.
In the fucking shit show. Binoculars would have been. Betty
would have been tasered hot. Thank you for that.
Would have been attempting to drive there. T-Rev would have been going past.
Right.
Dolly would have been flying a drone. Y'all know how this works.
Problem with that for several reasons because of a few rumors that I've never brought up on this show because I had nothing that could even imply that it be true. Well, now this does kind of imply the possibility that it could be true.
Oh, so now it implies the possibility. No, it doesn't. It's still gossip and rumor, Betty, and you have no problem spreading that every day. Is she crying?
Even though it's still a rumor. And that is, we heard a rumor that her house was cleaned. But I also heard a rumor that Sebastian's carpet was replaced. Now, I'm not saying either one of those things are true or accurate or factual information. I'm telling you that they're rumors. And now that we find out that you have the biggest interview of a missing child's case on America's Most Wanted, do you know how many families beg and plead to be on that show that never...
Betty, you never heard of a show, actually doing it in an undisclosed location because of the way people are stalked and harassed? You people would have been all over the place, and they didn't want no one to know until they were ready to put it out.
They have to hide from people like you, Betty.
Yeah.
They have to hide from you because you have them under surveillance.
Yep.
The opportunity. And Sebastian,
could you imagine what would have happened if the crews, I'm sure they're vans they rent, the crews show up, the cameras are set up, the cameraman, there's got to be at least 3 people. And multiple cars. I don't think they're all going to come in the same vehicle. Depending, because it was who's the host, John Walsh?
When we did that with KTVQ out of Billings, they came down in a little SUV, and it was the cameraman and Haley Monaco that did the interview. And
this is John Walsh, though, America's Most Wanted. They're going to probably bring at least this. Ouch. I don't know.
One would think they would have, camera and lighting and all the stuff and all the things. So,
and even if it was just people would have noticed. Could you? Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Binoculars. I'm telling you, she would have been in the fucking bushes.
She probably does stalk the hell out of them. Anyway.
Being featured on one of the most well-known crime-fighting channels of our lifetime, America's Most Wanted. And they refuse to allow their interviewers into their private home or to see Sebastian's room, I would presume. And that is problematic for me because I truly believe that when Seth saw that, he would know something is different. And
it's a good thing those people cease to exist for you. So it's really not that problematic after all.
No, it's really not, Bets. you just don't take, you don't really care about the law, Betty, because you're not following it. And the judges told you and made it clear. So, yeah, I agree with Voices.
Carpet, or it could be that they removed his things and boxed him up and put them away.
What?
There is some reason they refuse to allow.
So, what?
Maybe, Betty, they have done none of what you just suggested, and maybe the room looks exactly like it did when she found that Monday morning.
Yeah, I would bet that it does.
My money's on the latter, on what I stated rather than the former.
Right.
It's on the latter, but
wow.
Betty,
She really thinks she.
I cannot wait. You know what? They say revenge is a dish best served cold. And and the wheels of justice turn slow. I love this because all she's going to do when the time comes is hang herself, because it's not like nothing was dropped. Everything is still in place.
Yeah. But the way she acts like it's,
So I love this for her. Just keep acting like you know everything. Just keep acting.
They didn't refuse. They were given a choice that chose to do it in his apartment, and they didn't. Pretty simple. And I don't blame him for not doing it there. Oh, it's okay, Mitt Mama. She drives all of those baddie. Tony always reminds me of Max Headroom. I remember that show when I see him in interviews. I remember that show. The glare on her glasses is driving me up.
Allow America's Most Wanted into their home. And that is very,
no,
very
they didn't refuse to have them in their home, Betty. Unlike you, some people get choices.
Problematic to me and for me. Amber, it's nice to see you. Thank you. Gifted with BullhornBetty membership. Great.
Really don't matter what's problematic
from
for you.
We're great. Insane asylum.
Oh,
Grab
Lord.
your straight
You
jacket
copied
and your
that off
padded
me,
room, and welcome
bitch.
to this crazy family. Brenda, it's
Months
so nice
ago,
to see you.
I
And
was
I can't even
doing
believe
that.
It says, if Sebastian had intentions of returning home, BullhornBetty membership, if you received your BullhornBetty membership, don't forget to tell Lady for Justice, thank you. Our beautiful Melody. It's so nice to see you. And thank you. You have the adoption. We accept the adoption. So welcome to this crazy crew. Grab your straight jacket and your padded room. And you can stay next to me. I have to kick somebody down the row. For the cuss bucket. Thank you. I know. You know what? Maybe I need to do a cuss-free live for to show my love to Turkey Man, because he hates me cussing. Sonia hates me cussing, but thank you for the support. Oh, thank you. More cuss. Thank you so much. I didn't want to stay on, and that's what we did, but with their own words. I'm so sick and tired. Where is Sebastian Wayne reward pot? Almost $500,000 says that we have covered this intently. We've never had a reward this high before for information just to find this child, this beautiful boy right behind me. If you have any information, I truly believe somebody's teenage child has heard conversations they weren't supposed to hear. If you are that teenager, it is time for life-changing money where you can go to college. You can have that nice ride. You will never be saddled with debt again. You can buy your own little apartment, buy campus, and be debt-free to start your life out. All you need to do is come forward and say what you know. There's got to be somebody out there that
Okay, what the Okay, yeah.
Oh my God, pause game on point again, and look at those sweaters on her teeth.
Oh, I cannot with this. This is the whole shit show.
has a son substance or alcohol abuse. I never support saying this, and I know some of my audience, including myself, gonna kick me in the butt, but there's a lot of money on the table here. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. $500,000.
There's not $500,000. Stop lying to people. Up to $50,000 has been put up by the FBI. That is the only legit reward fund that is up. Stop lying to people.
Can get you some of the best rehab in the world. You can be a better person, live a better life. Start making some of those dreams come true.
Oh, Lord.
Somebody knows something out there. Think of everything. If you know something, step forward. If you know something, step forward. It's very easy to do. You can call.
Betty, have you looked at the contract for the reward? It's basically unattainable. No one's ever going to get it. And it's not a cash account, Betty. The money has not actually been put up. But they have made it next day. We went over it. We were laughing about it. We went over the guidelines, the provisions. It's basically they made sure it was basically impossible for anyone to ever even think about it. But the money is not actually there.
Call 1-800 TBI fine or 888 TBI fine.
He's saying that's what they can use the reward money for. Rehab. The best rehab that money can buy.
Something like that. Somebody put the number down in the chat. I forgot. Actually, it might be on one of my backgrounds.
No, actually, if you want Nick's and Dog's reward, you can't go to the police. Go read it, Betty. Read all the provisions in it.
Fine. You can call Dog the Bounty Hunter at 833
Hey,
tell
it's
Dog.
me,
1-800
Everly.
TBI
It's
fine.
been
Thank
a
you,
minute.
Betty.
How are you?
Thank you,
Hey,
guys.
Dawn.
There you go. You guys have other information. At nights, people, they'll keep you confidential. They just want to bring this child home to his dad. They don't care what your problems are. They don't care how you're involved or not involved or overheard.
Go read it, Betty.
Any of that. You know what they want? They just want information and they want to hand you some money. That's what they want.
She hasn't read it.
Exactly,
Okay.
Mitty. Sebastian needs you. So please, if you guys
Exactly.
have this,
He lives in the basement.
Huge reward. Somebody knows something. Somebody needs to come forward. Those people will never be loyal to you. You don't deserve to be loyal to them. They will throw you slap under the bus quicker than you could know what to do with.
What people?
The first one there gets the deal. We always hear that.
Who you talking about?
Help Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Help your community heal. Help this beautiful boy get justice. He deserves it. He deserves it. God
Help
bless you
your
guys.
community.
Take care.
So you think it's somebody from the community? And who's those people? You need to specify these things, Betty, because we didn't get it. We got lost. Okay, which one did I want to show first? I think we'll go to this one. Oh my God, she's going to talk about something other than Sebastian Rogers. Oh. Last night it was the thump part 2. Okay. They say, so this is Girftim's panel. Another panel of brilliance. They say some really stupid shit. But we're not going to stay on this one long. I never did the flip-flopping one with her and Terry Lynn. And I even have a good thumbnail for that. Maybe I'll do that next. I don't know.
They would shut up and show the proof. If I said that, just
okay, we're going to go back.
Why do you do that to yourself?
No, I mean.
All right, this gets started pretty. And then she goes.
Why didn't he say? Well, I heard her say, "What? Why?" Hold on.
All right. Here we go.
Give me 1 second, ladies. Hold on 1 minute.
Oh, Jesus.
I heard her say, "What are you doing in there?" and to go to bed. Why didn't he say that?
And every time that he has ever spoke, he's never brought it up.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because Chris did say way back in the beginning that he heard Katie talk to Sebastian.
What
I remember that.
we got going on here?
Well, they're saying that
We
he
got
just
the catfish panel going on. Like,
I was
know
waiting for
Nana.
someone to
I
catch
know Nana's skin don't look like that.
I was waiting. I knew somebody would catch it.
Catfishers are us.
Oh my God, these people. But Chris did say, I remember hearing that way back when. So that's nothing new either, people. He's not lying. He did. I remember that just from way back when. Again, another panel of brilliance here.
Nope, never.
And it always had me very concerned. Why was she all of a sudden bringing this up? And he has never addressed it. Never.
Yes, he has.
Now, did he on the Dateline? Because no. Brittany's saying she's going to go back.
It was before that. Yes, this had been addressed. Yes, Chris did say that. Yes, months and months and months ago.
Back to the first interview. But he's never brought it up. Never has acknowledged it.
No.
Nana, you can't get shit right. You can't even get right what the hell you say. How are you going to get right what somebody else says?
Nana loves everybody.
Oh, okay. I'll be nice.
That's the phrase you need to use Control F and search the transcript for. The keyword find. Nana loves everybody.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. God, I scrolled through so many videos today. Oh.
And that was one of the hardest questions I was going to ask him if I ever got to talk to him. And see how he answered it. Am I still muffled?
No, you're fine.
Okay. I'm laying in bed. I'm probably going to fall asleep if I do. And I don't tell you before I go. Knock me off. I just have to be up at 7 in the morning. I'm traveling back home. I don't want to go home. I'm having so much fun.
So how's the birthday girl?
How are you having so much fun when you weren't here all the time? Hell no, I'm on vacation. I'm not going to be sitting on this girl's panels for hours on end. I'm not going to be sitting on my own damn panel.
Yeah, reality. We don't hear you.
Oh, no, not again tonight.
What, your host already sleeping?
We can't hear you, sweetie.
My daughter's cat exploded.
Well, hop down, sweetie. I'll have her drop the link. Okay.
Hello?
What?
Panel? Hello? You're live. Thank God for voices, because
Isn't
I
it kind
know
of weird
something
though
happens,
that
she got it.
every time they do an interview or anytime they talk, something changes.
No.
Something major changes.
I'm going to say
no.
The dummy squad. That was not new information, Nana. Maybe
as time evolves, yes, they can tighten up the details as time evolves. Do you not think that they didn't by that point in time have a cell phone bill, look to see when the calls were placed? I mean, there's lots of, as time goes on, there are going to be small changes that will take place. None of this is You guys are not law enforcement. You can think this is a big deal, but it's not. If it were such a big deal, don't you think law enforcement would have run right over there? And all your little sources would have told you something big is happening?
Yep. I read about the upcoming show they are bitching about, and even in that they quoted, I believe, Katie stating, Sebastian answered her after she heard the thump and yelled to him, yes. Yes.
That's not new information. That
yeah, it's not. Yeah, they're making it like, well, he's lying. He just it's not new. They're idiots.
Not really changes. Shit gets added.
Yeah, they add
Again,
things. They forget.
No, it's not. I'll give you that, Mischief. Things don't change. You're right. What happens is, like Voices just said, they're able to give a little bit more detail that they couldn't before. And Chris has explained this.
To put things in, it's like, stop it. Zeke, stop.
Well,
sorry. But
no,
it's like the truth
Reality is probably
never
in the bag.
changes, like Brittany said.
There she is. Hey guys, has anyone seen Hot Mess?
No, I haven't seen her for 2 days.
Put down a
I really
bolo
hope she's
again.
okay.
You should probably get a hold of
Well, Hot Mess
Yeah, I don't
broke
have
her
a
ankle,
messenger.
and it's really bad. And Brittany, Hot Mess broke her ankle, and it's really bad. It's a really bad break. It's going to take a couple of reconstructive surgeries and a lot of months to heal. And she was having a lot of swelling, and the pain was getting out of control. And this girl was trying to tell this, and Brittany pulled one of her Jesus. And then on to, okay, well, let's go ahead and talk about, did you guys hear about and just completely like dismissed Hot Mess?
Yeah. Every time she tried to talk about her injury, you could, Evidently, that's where she's at, Britt. She's dealing with something.
I'm totally going to send her a message. Give me just a second.
Oh, you've been so worried, but you're just now going to send a message? Okay. It's been 2 days. Now you're going to send a message?
At night on the East Coast.
Yeah. If you were so concerned, why did that message go out right away? It wouldn't take me 2 days. If I don't see Voices around YouTube anywhere, I'm calling. Or a couple, you just, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I'm going to pull up, I'm going to see what you're talking about, Mischief, when I come back is how things are changed, like they're added in and changed with the story, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about how CP has never ever brought up the thud ever.
Yes, he has.
Never has mentioned it. Never has acknowledged it.
Nope.
And it makes no sense.
Why would that not be the biggest deal? That should now, especially now that we're talking about. I guess I'm out of my mind, but now that we're talking about both of them in regards to the thud, it has never once crossed my mind that I don't know why. But last night it was like I just had a complete epiphany, and I was like, "Hold on a minute."
Hold on. She had an epiphany. You think she knows what that means?
Breakfast at Tiffany's?
She probably doesn't know what that means either.
This. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorry. What?
Oh Lord! What do you do? Google words before you go live?
Reality, can you talk now? Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh.
Do something. case. That's just too crazy for me.
I'm with you.
I don't.
I have not. No. Yeah.
For me.
What's too crazy?
Oh, I can't do the Valo case. That's just too crazy for me.
I'm with you.
I don't.
I have not. No. Yeah.
That's wicked crazy. I don't want nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I can't either. I watched part of it before, but now that she's back in there again, I'm like, no.
I thought Letitia Stout was bad. Ooh.
Yeah. I can't look at her face, to be honest with you. I know what she did to those children. It makes me sick. A lawyer?
No, yeah, she's doing this herself.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I said. She's even crazier than Letitia Stout. Like Sarah Boone crazy.
Because she has so much confidence in herself that she didn't need a lawyer.
Well, I would look at it this way. If she was smart, she just doesn't have a chance. Why have to be charged? Because I believe the state takes some money out of you when you're an inmate. You have to pay for certain things when you have a lawyer. And she ain't gonna get nothing. You might as well, I don't know. She's just crazy. Crazy. Reality, as soon as Brittany gets back, we'll see if we can get you fixed. Satan Stern himself.
Yeah.
Is she from North Carolina? Natalie?
Did I ever say that?
No, you're sticking with Sebastian, and you know Seth isn't guilty. Is what you
exactly. But they swear that those words came out of.
Is what you have. Sticking with
even if he did I ever say that?
No, you.
Back it up a little more.
That is 2 S's. Swear that I said that. How did they put that? I guess I'm really tired. I'm not thinking straight. That I said that I am sticking with Seth, even if he is guilty.
Yes.
No, you said.
Did I ever say that?
Yes. Yes, you did. And then you followed it with, because Nana loves everybody. And I love Seth. Are you muted?
Yes, you said it, and I'm going to find it. I know Brittany has a couple of her lives privated, but I'll find it.
No, you're sticking with Sebastian, and you know Seth isn't guilty. Is what you
exactly. But they swear that those words came out of my mouth.
They did.
And everybody in chat was saying, "I heard Nana say that. I heard Nana say that."
Well, you know, if you say it enough times, they'll.
No, I actually not only heard it, but I was actually watching. So you did say it, Nana. It was at least 7-8 months ago, but you did say it. Do you remember when that live was? Voices of Queens they were reviewing?
I want to say it was between 6 and 9 months ago.
Yeah. Because 9 months and up, it's not in them. I've searched. I think it might even be on my channel. I'm gonna because I swear I reviewed it. I'm gonna double check that again.
Why would I say that I was going to stick with someone that was guilty? What I said was, in my opinion, Seth has nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
And that
you are here for Sebastian.
That is my opinion, and I'm not changing my.
That's not what you said. You said even if you were shown or you seen or it was put out that Seth, however you worded it, that Seth had anything to do with this, you would still stick by him. You did say it. Who cares? Why are you making such a big deal? You say that kind of creepy stuff all the time.
My opinion. It's been my opinion since the beginning. And that I was here to support him, and I will support him till the end.
Yeah. See why I don't
That
watch
doesn't
them?
Exactly.
yeah, they just twist your words around.
That's
It's
why I
like,
don't watch them.
Didn't twist your words around. You literally said it. And you said you loved that. I mean, what's there to twist up? It's not surprising. I mean, really?
My toes in ponds that I don't know. Just
I
don't.
swear, Nana
I don't
just
wait.
likes to try to stay relevant, you know, try to be part of all the drama. Why she don't do her own thing, I don't know. But she just really likes to be all up in it and be a centerpiece.
So that energy. I just, I don't.
You know.
I would
It's like-
rather go out and pick up dog shit in my yard than listen to that.
it's really weird. I have such an intuition because I don't watch their full channel, but every once in a while I think,
Nope.
maybe I'll go in there. And when I get in there, it's about me.
Is
And
it
I'm
ever
like,
changed?
how does that happen? Every
Is it ever
time I
changed?
get in there.
It's never going to change. Why do you do that to yourself?
No, I mean,
Show
like
me
I said,
once what you are, and that's all I need to see.
I'm really not upset. I just wish that they would shut up and show the proof. If I said that, show the proof, because I have never said if Seth was guilty that I was going to stick with him and stick up for him. No, I never said that.
Yeah, it was months ago. It was right around when Tony and SR said SR was asleep in his trunk when BJ and Tony and Justin became friends.
I want to say it happened right around the same time as the alleged packing of the cigarettes and in that time period.
Yeah. I'll find it. I'll be searching. I'll find it. I didn't even think to use that. I would have found it by now. If I'd have used the key, I forgot all about that. I didn't even think about it. Dumbass. Excuse me.
I mean,
Well,
sometimes
they have no proof, so don't let it work.
Yeah.
Don't let
well, sometimes you can say,
the proof is out here. There's video because you were on a live.
Say things and
no, not you. We understand you perfectly well. You don't beat around the bush. So
I love you, Mischief. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why do you let it bother you? That's what I've said. Don't go over there. Stop it. Why do you guys do that to yourself? I don't care if they're over there talking about me. I ain't responding to them.
Well, I didn't even think they were talking about me.
No, why do you go over there? I wouldn't even go over there. I mean, if they
I
have
know.
nothing to offer you and nothing,
I get what you're saying.
Why do it?
What are you doing?
I get what
Not
you're
a
saying.
sage, girlfriend sage. I just don't. I don't. I mean, that's just me though.
I know. I need to be you.
No, you don't need to be me. You need to be yourself, but just don't torture yourself like that.
Well, you know I am myself, but I need to work on that. I really do.
Wonder what happened to Brittany.
I don't ever chat or anything. I just sit in the bushes.
No, I don't even do that. People send clips and that's it. And I say, yeah, I'll watch it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean,
Okay, I've had enough.
Give me,
Missy Jeff,
it might
go.
be reality.
We need a nickname for that one. What are we calling her?
Which one?
Missy Jeff.
Mischief?
Yeah.
Fucking moronville.
She's got the moron of the moron of the day.
It's the Mo and Moron.
Moron.
Baby. Moron.
Yes, you going baby Brittany's ass.
Reality is having problems with her mic.
What's
if
new?
You can do something on her end, on your end.
I mean, hell, we all have tech issues. And I even had to get some new equipment, but you fix it eventually. Not, you going in? You cold?
See.
I've gone twice now.
All right, I need you to unmute. I can't mess with your mic settings. And okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, Brittany's losing her patience.
All right, say something.
Hear me? Nope.
All right, talk.
Can you hear me?
Yep. There we go.
You got it.
I had to tweak it. I don't working.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm not working.
I mean,
oh no, I'm sitting here with you.
I mean, it's the sound
Well,
work.
yeah,
No, I'm not working. It's
55 woman. Oh,
9:55.
8:55 to you. And talking and I were talking. Stop and need dead air. I'll put it to that.
But I still
Good.
have another dinner coming up on Thursday. Oh snap!
You should do that. That's awesome. Good for
You deserve it. Oh my gosh, I'm celebrate.
Hold on one second. What are they saying you said?
Mischief and I had a conversation while you were gone, and I was saying I slipped into clues today, and everybody on there, Clue and some SS, whoever that is, and everybody in chat was saying that I said that I was going to.
She's a Clue fan. She's a Clue and Cletus fan. She watches all the time.
Stick with Seth, even if he was guilty.
Hey, Java Jones, weird. And you did say it. Jesus, Nana. Why are you making this bigger than it needs to be? You guys are drama thirsty queens, man. Well, no, you're not queens. You just drama thirsty.
Okay. Oh, I have never ever heard that. Ever.
It was, of course you didn't. You don't hear anything that's on your panel. You're sleeping most of the time. I mean, shit.
I said to her, why do you go in there? Why do you do that to yourself?
I know.
That was the conversation.
She's a glutton for punishment.
Yeah, that was a conversation. She convinced me never to go back again, and I'm not going to go back again because.
So you needed to be convinced. And why would you let someone convince you? You'll be back in there.
Because all they do is twist your words around. They never listen to what I said.
Oh,
they never listen to the true words I said.
We listened because I remember backing it up and listening to it. We listened. Oh, we listened. I even commented about it because I was like, yeah, okay.
They won't either. I back Seth. And I have from the very start. And I will continue to until we find out what happened.
I don't. Where the hell are they getting that you said you would, even if he was like?
They said that came out of my mouth. Everybody was saying, "Oh, I heard it. Yeah, Nana said that."
You did.
Clue even said that. Clue was like, "Yeah, I have proof." She said that. Well, where's the proof?
I'm putting the call out right now. I want to see the proof.
Oh, you're going to see it.
And I don't want to see some shit where y'all twisted her words either. I want to see her. I want you to show me Nana saying, I support Seth, even if he's guilty. I want to hear that.
Nope, she didn't say even if he's guilty.
Like
those weren't the exact words she used. She said, even if there was, he did do something. No one said the word guilty. She did say it.
That I would have been like, ooh, I don't know about that, or something.
Hey,
we would have questioned her further.
I'm blowing the whistle now, and once again, prove it. Just like I've been saying, prove that Yvette looked up Queen's daughter. She still won't show the evidence of that shit. For months, she's been saying that Yvette was looking up her daughter, and will not give me the proof of it.
Yvette very much goes real life and looks up people and makes phone calls. Shocker.
Whatever happened to the days of why do we, how about this? Not just what happened to the days of receipts, but why is it that
Brittany, when have you ever showed a freaking receipt? When have you ever showed a receipt for all this?
She doesn't show receipts. She points her fingers and says, what about?
What about isms? Well, what about Granny did it? Granny did it. Jay did it. Nonsense did it. Queen did it. Everybody did it but you. And then back to the Granny did it because you blamed the whole world on Granny.
such a double standard in this community. Some people don't have to show proof of anything. They get to just
ma'am, that be you? Okay.
say whatever the heck they want to say and be gone with it.
Yeah,
But
believe them.
you know, like you just throw an allegation out there and it must be so. No. And I got another. Never mind. I ain't even gonna go there. Let's
And
just
then when you question them. Listen, when you question them for that, they flip their lid.
Yep.
Or they block
They flip
you or
their
kick you out.
lid.
Call your names. No, I won't question anybody. I won't ever get on their panel and question them. But I mean, I only did that once. And where did it get me? No.
Oh, I forgot, guys. Please do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subbed, sub on up. We also have channel memberships. You can become a misfit like the rest of us. I didn't do a goal. I forgot.
Where, so I'm not going to do that ever again.
Well, yeah.
But when I hear it, it's like, why are you twisting my words? Why do you do that?
No, Nana. No one twisted your words. I guarantee you said it. You'll see.
And then everybody in chat's going, oh, I heard it. I remember it. Yeah, Nana said that. And I'm like,
you did.
I almost said that.
Let me go turn subscribers member. I don't think I got subscribers only mode on. Do I have any mods in here at all?
Sorry, I didn't mean to open Pandora's box.
All the mods she has, and she don't have any mods in there.
Oh, you're fine.
I turned it on. I just see something in chat that's weird.
Do I have? I do too. Do I have any mods? Drop a 1 if you're a mod in here.
You can't see the mods.
I don't see any mods in chat tonight. Let me see.
I'm not seeing any myself.
Why is
Carolina
chat?
Moon's here.
Okay.
Kelsey's here.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
Now I see them. Where's our dear PJ? She'll be in a little bit.
You said you were looking for Marlena. There she is. See it, Marlena.
Then hi, Boston.
Do it. Mother, I have something to say to you. Thank you for the message you sent me today. Very, 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 very. Hold on 1 second, guys. Getting started. I want to play the very
Again.
I'm going to play the part where CP is going through what happened that morning. I mean, that night when they were on the phone. And I want you to listen and see if one time he mentions anything about a thump or a thud, or if he ever has. Now, as we do this, this is the part that I'm just like blown away by. If your child went missing,
what is true? Hey,
and the night before the child went missing, you heard a loud thump or a thud in their room. Would you not hang on to that from now until your child's found? Would you not? Would that not forever be one of the biggest mysteries? Because you would wonder if that quote thump or thud was someone taking your child.
Yep. Thank you, Marlena.
And they didn't bring it up. I wonder if they told investigators outright. All right, let's play. Well, hold on.
Oh, I don't believe this. I swear every one of them will go over the same stuff.
Just how many interviews did we go through
Lord.
before they finally even mentioned it at all?
No. Go back and re-listen. But don't play them. You played them 100 times. You haven't gotten it yet. You're not going to get it. Just gotta face it.
I mean, is it? Who is this? So this person is a regular here with a different name. So I wonder if that SF investigates is that Florida girl? I'm pretty sure that's Florida girl, y'all.
You fucking dumb shit. Florida girl, wasn't she on Queen's panel?
Yeah, I do.
Hello?
believe-
Yeah,
I do
Florida
believe-
girl was on Queen's panel. What are you talking about?
I was trying to think what night this was from.
Last night?
Oh, I don't know if Queen was live last night. I went to bed.
No, but Florida girl was up on Queen's panel the other day.
Yeah.
Her and Roro talked.
Yeah.
That's not SF. Oh, the baby's crying.
No, I think.
Go look at the history.
What?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Of the there's comment history. So we got somebody in my chat under SF investigates. And no, why would your name be SF instigates? Who are you? What was your name before?
Okay, instigates. It sounds like a troll or somebody just changing their name to mess with you, but it's not SF.
That. I'm watching. I'm paying close attention. I'm just going to say that now. I'm paying very close attention. Let's keep going. Listen, I've already got word that they're sending people in here for me to say certain things so they can clip it. So I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I know that I know y'all's little games. I already am aware of it. I'm not going to be saying any words so you can clip them. I'm not going to fall into any of your traps, no matter how hard you try. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you know now your efforts are going to be a waste of time.
Rats, you outwitted us.
All right.
Rats.
You can click that thumbs up, though, if you want. If you want to become a member. All right, here we go.
Case out. So it looks like that we have them coming up. Is not a runner.
He's not.
It's okay.
This is the very first interview.
And you did tell me that Sebastian is not a runner.
He's not.
It's okay. Take your time.
Sebastian does not have a history of running. I mean, the young man doesn't go outside very much. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood knows him. He is very to himself, so to speak. Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
He didn't take a phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Now, you told me that night that, now, Chris, you were at work. You were out of town at work, so you were not even home.
Correct, ma'am.
And Mom, you fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight.
Midnight.
And nothing was unusual at that point. Everything.
Sorry. It was crazy.
Seemed okay.
There's actually a piece of So to make something very crystal clear, so that way there's transparency across the board. Me and the mom were on the phone at 9:43 or 9:46 in the evening. We stayed on the phone for quite some time. The call logs have been verified by all the police departments, TVI included. We stayed on the phone. It was very lengthy.
Right
Mom did
there.
slightly start falling
That
asleep while
right
she was
there.
on the.
The call logs have been verified by all law enforcement, TVI included. So TVI already knows that they got off the phone around 11, and it's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
It's already been verified.
Couch. I had said, hey, you need to wake up, put the dogs up, go to bed. Now, mind you, that was right around midnight, just before midnight, right around midnight.
And he's never changed his story.
If you're talking, Brittany, you're muted.
Not a single word. Thank you. My God. And I am. I'm absolutely talking away.
No, but there was times he did, because he did bring it up. I heard him say, I'll find it. I think I know where it is. I have to dig through a couple videos, but I'll find it.
Okay. Not a single word about the thumper the thud. Now let's go back to that article. That article stated at midnight. She went to bed at midnight. But in that article, she said she went to bed at 11 p.m. Listen, I know people, we're being, a little tight about things, but this is the timelines they matter. Even being off, even for if there's two separate stories with two separate times, that's a problem because the truth don't change. It just doesn't.
They haven't changed either.
You're talking about an entire hour difference.
I know. I agree. And why didn't he say something about the thump?
The thump, exactly. Get Locker, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. You've been a member way longer than that. CP said that if Sebastian went out the garage, we all would hear it. Yeah, I think he also said that about the window. We would hear that. Didn't he say that? Or we would have heard it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So let me play that back one more time because
it would have been tracks on the ground.
I had said, hey, you need to wake up, put the dogs up.
Wait a minute.
Very much. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood knows him. He is very to himself, so to speak. Between the hours of 12 and 6, he has basically vanished. Walked out of the house, the door was locked and gone.
Where is the proof that he walked out of the house? This is March the 4th.
He's not in the house. I mean,
no, Brittany, he teleported out. What the fuck do you think?
Yeah. He's got superpowers or something we're not aware of here. If someone's not in the house, then that means they left the house.
4th. This is the very first interview. This is less than this is exactly 8 days after Sebastian disappeared.
Oh, I gotta sped up.
I'd like to know why somebody hasn't asked her what she thinks that thumper thud was. What do y'all think that thumper thud was, Katie or Chris? Hey, Melissa, good to see you. Not one person wants to tell, give us. Not one of anybody ever thought about asking what.
SF talked about it because somebody asked SF and SF said, I do believe, if I remember correctly, I do believe what was said was, it was, they replicated it by an item dropping in Sebastian's room. Do you remember that?
Yeah. He's a teenager, and he they're rambunctious, and he could have, he could have dropped something. I think that's what they did say. That was a while back. Oh, but Brittany didn't get to verify. Is that it? Hey, tinfoil.
What they thought that thumper thud was? Let's keep playing it and see if they say anything else. He didn't take the phone. None of his shoes are missing.
Now, you told me that night that, now, Chris, you were at work. You were out of town at work,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you were not even home.
Correct, ma'am.
And Mom, you fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m. And then you got up off the couch and you went to bed, and you said that was around midnight.
Midnight.
And
Midnight. Fell asleep on the couch at 10 p.m.
That's not changed, Brittany. It was an article written by someone else. I'm going to say it again.
Oh, this is completely different than what. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry.
BJ was asleep. She's always asleep.
Okay. Listen to that again.
I heard it.
10 o'clock was the time of the thump or thud. Here she's telling Duchess that she went to sleep at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Where did the 2 chapters go that she had to, I'm sorry, was it a chapter for school?
Mom, you fell asleep on the couch about 10 o'clock, but you said that Sebastian went to bed at 9 p.m.
Sebastian does not have a history of running. I mean, the young man doesn't go outside very much. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood knows him. He is very to himself, so to speak. Between the hours.
No, they've never dropped something or jumped around and made a sound. No.
I think some of y'all are so right when y'all tell me that these people are trying to keep us from talking about it. I'm really starting to believe that.
Talking about what?
I'm really
Let's
starting
just
to
keep
believe
talking.
If they're trying to
Thank you,
keep
Sam.
you from
Right here.
talking, you've been talking for 14 months, for Christ's sake. They're not doing a very good job of it, are they? Who's trying to keep you from talking?
Yes. Oh my God. Rats. You figured us out. Foiled again. Damn it, Gargamel.
Oh, oh my gosh. Sometimes you just wonder where people come from. Sometimes.
Oh, I know where
Here we
this
go.
one came from. She was fucking kicked out of the rotten egg pile. And this one hatched out
Had a
from the
curve
fucking cabbage patch. Her mama looked at her and took 2 sniffs and said, smells like cellulitis. No, thank you.
Now you know you're gonna get picked. She's gonna go crying tomorrow. Boys is making fun of my
medical condition. I don't give 2 fucks. Be careful. I'm over here looking right now how to figure out how to sublimate cellulitis. Watch out, bitch. You really want to play that game?
Well, she's gonna get a sublimation printer too, and she's gonna sublimate.
Yeah, my ass.
You felt like there would have been something that happened. And I also had asked you if there were any friends that Sebastian might have possibly left the house.
They don't, Mohawk Mom. They don't know what I do with my money. Look at that. Seth said Jep's picture is T-Rex. I didn't even realize it. Go figure. I didn't because it's so small. I didn't even catch that. Hey Seth, good to see you. All right, here it is. Question. Crazy Will says, don't the dogs / puppies have names? Why wouldn't Sebastian say good night to the puppies by their name? Crazy Will's welcome, by the way. But to kind of back up on what you're saying, right? I've always thought that statement was weird. The entire statement and the preface of it all, right? He says, "Good night, Mom. Good night, puppies. Love you."
And
It
so
kind of seems like an unnecessary, a part of a story that's unnecessary to even say, right? Or if you're going to go so far as to say,
no, you're telling what happened the night before. That's something that happened. What's wrong with him saying goodnight, puppies?
say that. You didn't tell him you loved him back, you know? I said, "I love you too, son," and he went to bed. Something that I've learned from watching the late, great Peter Hyatt is that a lot of the times people will give extra parts of the story that don't matter, just like complete useless parts. But then they will but when it comes to
her son is missing. She doesn't do interviews. What was that, a weekend? Are you kidding me?
something important that you need to hear, they leave that out for whatever reason. And I've noticed that a lot with a lot of people. Filler. Yes, thank you, Irish. Exactly.
Oh my God.
All right, let's keep going.
With, or if he had any contact with anyone on social media. Do you want to comment about that again?
No shame at
He
all.
didn't have a social media.
Okay.
And the only friends that he had were a
I
couple
hope
of kids in
everything
school.
turns out good for you. Trayvon.
All the kids that have had any interaction with him have been interviewed and asked.
Okay.
We as parents know how social media can be,
right?
And seeing how kids can be easily manipulated.
He's very young in mind.
Yes, he may be. He's about 15 and 8.
Young in mind.
She means as far as like dealing with people and with other teenagers and stuff like that. That's what she's meaning. And you're going to twist it, right? Of course. Because you couldn't pick up on that. That would be too complicated for you to pick up on.
All I need is Jesus. And Coffee and True Crime says, "Is there a reason that Sebastian didn't put the puppies up before he went to bed and they weren't going to sleep with him?" That's a good question. According to according to Chris, those dogs sleep with Katie if he's not home. I agree, Mink Coat. We lost a good one. Rest in peace to Peter Hyatt. I mean, if you haven't checked out his if you haven't checked out Peter Hyatt's like lessons, you should definitely go check his channel out. He is so wise. Seth had the honor of sitting through one of his streams with him.
That's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, this kind of threw me off too, Leah. That they said he's young in mind, but later on they're saying he's able and capable. A lot of people were confused and not really sure how to take it. Which is it? All right, let's go through this.
He's 15 in age in his body, but his mind is not caught up to his body. But that is something that goes through with autistic children, as everybody would know.
Right.
But for the record, I am a very strict parent. He does not have social media, not in our household. He doesn't online game. I'm pretty strict when it comes to that kind of situation.
Well, that's good. That's good, Chris, that you have control of that, because social media can be very dangerous for young kids because they don't realize who they may be talking to on social media. So it's always good to have that awareness and to make sure you're monitoring, what your kids are doing. So I had asked you both, did you have any idea what would make Sebastian want to suddenly leave the house? And you told me, well, that's the $1 million question that everybody wants to know. All the detectives, they've all asked that same question. What is it that happened that caused him to leave the house? And I know you must be so worried.
What are you doing, Brittany?
If you're talking Brittany, you're muted again.
Bubba to me.
Okay, never mind.
No, I was muted. I'm sorry. I was muted on purpose. I was grabbing. I can't do.
Oh, you played some kind of music.
Walk and chew gum ever. I was trying to grab the link for Peter Hyatt, and I threw myself off of the Dutch's interview. Sorry. Hold on. All right. Here's the link, guys, for Peter Hyatt. All right. Hold on 1 second.
That's funny because the behavioral
There's the
panelists
link.
didn't agree with him at all. But that's right. You guys didn't like their take on it. Yeah.
And actually, for those of you who haven't looked at Peter Hyatt's teachings, one of the things he teaches is a parent who boasts about discipline. When the child is missing, that's a red flag. That's a major red flag. No internet access for his gaming. Chris, you told Seth that the PlayStation got hacked. How did it get hacked with no internet on it? That's brilliant. That's a brilliant question. Didn't we also see a picture?
I was going to say, didn't I see a picture of him on a laptop sitting down on the floor and there was a cell phone right next to him?
Yep.
Okay. I thought maybe I was
That was
imagining it.
That was what I was going to ask too. Same thing. And that wasn't a picture from Seth. That was a picture from, I think that was one of the ones that Chris and Katie
that they gave to, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jay,
That's
right?
Yeah.
Well, which is it, folks? Hey, Jill. Jill says, I just hate the whiny, sad voice she uses. It sounds fake.
Excuse me.
So
Sorry.
what was at my house?
Nothing was at your house. We're talking about the photo that they put up of Sebastian on the tablet, not the tablet, the what are they called, Brittany?
Chromebook.
Yes, and he had the cell phone on the floor right next to him. He was on the floor.
Here.
On the
I'll pull it
computer.
up. Hold on a minute. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, there's a pic of it. We're going over their interviews, Seth, and when they said that he had no internet whatsoever at the house.
We're also going over the fact that they said,
okay, I'm done with this.
Sebastian, that picture.
I think I played the best part of it so far.
I think it's just a few years younger than him.
Water runoffs were all searched by.
He will knock your socks off. Your mouth will drop. You'll say, "No way."
Loud.
Yes way. He has such a vocal
reality loud.
range. He's got 8 octaves, I believe.
8 or.
And he sounds like a piano note.
Shocker.
And he can go all the way down real low.
I love Chris Cornell as well. He's every one of the bands he was a part of. All right, guys, let's keep going.
Now, something I do want to ask you is, because I've been watching social media, because that's what I do. I share missing cases on lots of different social media platforms.
Michelle,
and I was
Dave Navarro. Are you kidding me? The Foo Fighters is another one. Yeah, I can jam with all of those bands are amazing.
very disappointed when you told me that people were harassing you and attacking you.
Guys? This was day 8. This was day 8. Who was harassing and attacking them at this time? Nobody. This is the very first time that they gave an interview. Who's harassing and attacking them?
Is there anything that you want to put to rest while you're here tonight, or make clear to the public about this situation? I know you told me there was a statement that you wanted me to make about you and the mom and the dad. So if
gaming time as a positive reinforcement rather than a free access. So is that an admission that they do let him use the internet?
Yeah, that sounds like to me. But he doesn't have access to the internet. And girl, you need to add all these to the whiteboard. And I think
I know.
Nana's still with us.
Nana, you still here? Did you fall asleep? She might have fell asleep. I knew she was laying down.
Yeah, she said if she does go to sleep, to boot her.
All right, Nana. Okay. Good night, Nana. We love you. Okay, are we gonna boot Nana? All
Night,
right.
Nana. Sleep well. Have a
Night,
safe
night,
trip
Nana.
tomorrow.
We FaceTime family while we were eating so he could brag because that's something he likes to do.
I think that's about it.
Yeah, like he'll screw up and he'll get in trouble until I physically got here.
Because all they do is say the same shit she's been saying.
The backstory on Lori Vallow. So, don't know the backstory on Lori Vallow. So, there's 1,000 people going over the court hearing, the trial. I'm going to catch y'all up on some of the back history.
Oh boy.
Oh, that demon.
Y'all should. I think everybody needs to see Kylie Ryan, Lori's daughter. I think we need to watch her police interview as she talks about Charles.
Okay, sweetie. Good night.
All right, guys. I hope y'all.
Hey, she actually stayed awake. That was boring. Sorry, guys. There was really only one part of that I wanted to play. I don't know why I stayed on it. That was really boring. But how many of you, I'm sure a lot of you have, seen Mocking Media's new video? It's a good one. I gotta watch it. It's a good one.
I'm gonna hop down. My meds are kicking in.
All right. Sorry about being so off tonight, but I guess it happens.
No. It's all good.
Thank you for joining me and hanging with me.
You're welcome. We'll see you later.
I'll talk to you in the morning.
Bye.
Bye.
Refuge on and light of the way. With wisdom shared, hearts come alive. In every word, truth finds its voice. The burning bush, our souls revive. Who can share his life?
Welcome back to another inspiring episode of The Burning Bush. I'm your host, Reverend Lee Jonathan
I
of the
just love
RLJ
this.
Ministries in Manatee County, Florida. Today, I have a special treat for all
Good
of
night
you.
there, Cam.
As
Thanks
many
for
of you
hanging
are
with me.
aware, there's been some bickering between members of the so-called Green Team. And since you all know how much I just love to help people, I think that it's important that we sit down with those within the ranks who are butthurt with each other and try to get some answers and work things out. After all, none of this is helping the case that these pretend keyboard detectives claim to be a part of. And since we have a lot to get into, let's get to it. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's nice to see you.
That's Mocking Media's link.
Hello? I said, it's nice to see you.
Yeah.
Julie?
Makes some great videos.
Brittany? Samuel? Monkey Boy? What in the hell is wrong with all of you? Oh, I get it now. I see what's going on here. None of you are speaking to each other. Tell you what, since there seems to be some tension in here, I don't want any of you highly functioning adults with spectacular coping skills to feel uneasy. Let's make this a safe space, again, for functioning adults, and none of you have to talk to each other. You can just talk with me. Perhaps at the end of all of this, we can all be besties again. Julie, in our last stream, we didn't get much time to talk to one another, so if you don't mind, I'll start with you.
Okay.
Julie, before we begin, would you mind lowering your camera just a bit? For a moment, I thought I was watching the movie Mask, starring Cher. I only ask because at this angle, you look just like Eric Stoltz, who played Rocky Dennis. I think by lowering your camera, it'd alleviate any confusion that our viewers may have between the two of you.
Okay.
Perfect. Now take the mask off. I'm just kidding, Pumpkin.
To say that about me is slanderous, is defamatory, it's libel, and it's against the law.
But it's okay for you to make false allegations with zero proof on a public platform. And it's okay when you constantly mock the parents of a missing child. I assume it's also okay when you do batshit crazy family tree background checks or when you go real life on people who pick on you. I suppose it's okay for you to tell your subscribers to mass report a private investigator. And finally, I guess that it's okay for you to create ignorant streams where you dress up like Chris and Katie or anyone else that's done more for this case than
Me
you,
too, Jordy.
a miserable religious hypocrite who desperately needs to belong, who has done nothing for this case except for screaming and crying into the void on these YouTube streets.
Who are you to judge me?
Who are you to judge the Proudfoots?
Don't have to watch me. Nobody's forcing anybody to watch me.
Wait a minute, are you crying?
I'm a crier.
No shit.
It's okay. It's okay to cry.
Sure, but not as much as you do.
I cry a lot. I'm very emotional.
Oh, we know.
Okay?
Julie, whatever's going on up there in that melon of yours is far beyond emotional. It's borderline clinical.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I'm an emotional person.
We know.
And as we speak, you guys know, we're facing a crisis right now.
A crisis? What happened?
Justin and Smiley and Tony and Brittany J bullied the shit out of me.
Wait a minute. They bullied you?
Bullied the shit out of me. It was horrible.
Wow. From how you sound, they must have really went off the handle on you.
Yeah, they went off the handle. They did go off the handle. That was not right.
Maybe they thought that some of your batshit crazy actions and theories were a bit too, I don't know, knucking futs?
Wow, you guys take the cake, saying really mean things, being really nasty, really nasty.
Julie, I'm sorry for being mean and nasty during this crisis of yours. I should have pretended to care more about your feelings, sensitivities, and all of that other junk. I should have given you the same amount of grace that you give to the Proudfoots on a daily basis. With that being said, I'm so sorry that your imaginary friends turned on you, and I'd love to hear how that makes you feel.
I'm feeling particularly, I mean, I haven't cried this much in the last
5 minutes.
I've cried a lot, but not like, it's certainly increased.
Julie, for your own mental health, I wish that you just step away from the true crime community.
Is that what you wish?
Julie, I think that the best thing for you to do would be to get away from all of this drama, get your shit together, and stop crying so damn much.
Don't tell me to go away. Get my shit together.
Julie, I only say this because I'm really concerned about you.
You're so fucking concerned about me, piece of shit.
Hey now, there's no need for that kind of language.
Excuse my language.
Julie, let's calm ourselves down a bit and take a step back. You said earlier that some of your imaginary friends on the green team have been bullying you. I believe that the first name that you mentioned was Justin. That's shocking. I thought that he promoted your channel and that you'd be nothing without him. After all, without Justin and his stupid monkey and the ant legs stapled to his scalp to make it appear that he has hair, your channel would be dead in the water.
The
Justin
ant
never
legs
promoted my channel.
stapled.
Never.
Did you hear the ant legs stapled to the scalp?
You never, ever, ever promoted my channel. I
Oh,
never
she
got
was in
subscribed.
another live. I'll check. I'll let this play and I'll check
Because
real
of
quick.
Justin. I never got anything because of him. Everything I do is because of me.
Julie, if you don't mind, I'm going to put our conversation on hold for just a few minutes and have a little talk with Justin. Since you've accused him of bullying you, I think that it's only fair that I hear his side of the story before I come to any conclusions. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Wonderful. Now let's all welcome Justin to the show. Hello, Justin, and thank you for being here. I'd like to take a moment to thank you for being respectful to Julie by being quiet while she spoke.
Oh,
now,
boy.
I assume that you've been listening this entire time, and I'm sure that...
Guys, y'all want to listen to this? This is mock immediate. We'll get right back to this, but you guys, I also want you to go check it out on. We got to listen to this. Damn, where'd my audience go? Thank you guys for hanging with me. Oops, wrong one. Oh my God, this woman is gonna, I bet you she loses her shit. I haven't watched this. I've never done it. I don't think I've ever done this with Julie. Because she's too unpredictable when it goes off the deep end, so I don't blindly stream her. But something tells me she's going to lose her shit in this one. Just by the title. CP says daughter will be with him this summer. It's none of your business, Joy. But I know she's going to go off. And we're going to fast forward to a lot of it, though, because I've been on here a minute. Let me speed her up, too, because we all know. Okay, let's go.
Hey, can I have just 1 minute? I'm so sorry to be late. Just give me a second.
Oh, Lord.
Apologize for being late. I'm still sick and like everything. So let's get started. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, Mel. Hi, Justin. But in case you missed it, I have it here. Oh, can somebody, one of my mods, please drop into the chat all full credit for use, full credit to Cluminati's channel, which is where he was, Chris Proudfoot was speaking.
Well, she
it starts out with a conversation. Well, I don't know if they'd moved on from the SEX toys conversation, but he was now given a promo for Cooterville. Is that what they call it? Cooterville? I guess that's Every Day with Jay's channel. He was doing a promo something for it. It's really, you'll hear it. And then someone in the chat asked them about something called Crime Con. You know what Crime Con is? He says he hadn't heard of it. And from what I understand, it's like, thank you, full credit. And can you drop her channel in, somebody?
Oh, who cares, Joy?
My mother.
Andy is okay. I got a question. So would Chris and Katie be interested in having a booth at CrimeCon this year for Sebastian?
Let me just repeat it in case you didn't hear. Somebody in the chat wrote, would Chris and Katie be interested in having a booth, right? Because it's like a little convention, like Comic-Con's a convention. People have booths at conventions at CrimeCon this year. Now, I don't really know all about CrimeCon. I have to look at it, but it's,
why would they?
Anyway,
it's okay if they don't.
The question.
I mean, where is CrimeCon? That's another question. I mean,
I don't know
where is it? Where is it
this year?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at this year.
When?
Okay, so what, Joy?
That seems to pique his interest. That it's Denver, Colorado. He's like, oh wow. When?
So?
Denver, Colorado.
Oh wow. When?
It should be coming up, or isn't it like in the summer? I know Dolly went last year. It was here.
Well, if it's in the summer, I'm going to have to decline because I have my daughter.
It's September 5th through the 7th.
Such a short period of time.
Yeah, I don't think it's been a couple of day thing.
Yeah, it's just like a weekend.
We'd have to check our schedule and see. I mean, I'm not going to say no to it if it helps get Sebastian's name out there, things like that. But I mean, if it's like one of those drama fest places.
Okay, so what's wrong with this, Joy?
Let me just play this again about the daughter, okay? Because it could have slipped past you if you weren't listening close in this conversation. You might have been distracted by the "Welcome to Cooterville, close your legs" comment, and then you get distracted by that talk. And he says he's got to check his schedule. If it's in the summer, I'm going to have to decline because I have my daughter. Listen again.
So what?
It should be coming up.
Well, if it's in the summer, I'm going to have to decline because I have my daughter.
It's September 5th through the 7th.
Okay, so what?
It's September 5th through the 7th. So he says, if it's in the summer, I have to decline because I have my daughter. So this is April, the first week of April. Okay, he's talking about this. I don't know what the summer is for, their arrangements, how many weeks it is, when it starts,
doesn't
when
matter.
It ends, different schools.
He said clearly, if it's in the summer, I can't because I will have my daughter. Plain and simple. That's all it was. That's all it meant. It's if it's in the summer because he didn't know when it was.
Districts in different states and some school districts end in May, some end in June, some start in August, some start in September.
And he said if
I don't know
it's
if he has it
in
the
the
whole summer. I don't know
summer.
if he has it half the summer. I have no idea.
None of your business.
Now, I believe last summer he had his daughter. Is that correct? Last summer, Chris and Katie had their Chris's daughter. Is that
So
does everybody remember? Am I correct in that? Just tell me if I'm wrong.
And
have another sip. Still full. To see you too, Green Girl too. I don't know what happened. Yes, according to Chief, did they have to go to court over that visit? Was that contested? Was
No.
last year's visit contested by Nina? Considering it was Sebastian went missing end of February. Okay.
It was an all-out nasty custody battle, and Nina's not. Let me stop.
End of March, end of April, let's say, and by June he has it, right? So like 3 to 4 months later, he would have had Faith. She didn't contest it.
She couldn't. The judge ordered it.
You know,
the court ordered. She couldn't.
Oh. At that point, it's questionable. Like, all right, so like, what did Nina know then before the summer, and how long would she have had to make a decision about taking it to court to prepare and everything else about it? And did she have enough evidence to present to the courts at that time to say this is not a good idea at this time? I don't know. Now that
Evidently not, because he has visitation, as he should.
Over a year, and a lot more has been learned. I agree right there about the safety of children.
No, Seth didn't go to court with
around
her.
People who have
she tried to get
abused children,
she tried to get a YouTube creator, Trevor, as a witness, and it wasn't allowed because he wasn't a witness to anything.
His daughter's siblings, meaning her older sister, Sebastian. She didn't go into details from what I saw. You can tell from her posts and pictures she was devastated. I wish she would talk to you. Yeah, I wish she would talk to me too. I'm sure she's got a lot of reasons not to talk to creators after that first initial where she told her story. But she's risking everything, and she did say in her interview she has been through hell, not just during the relationship.
Okay.
With Chris, but since it ended, first with using the courts to take her.
Believe me, it's not hard to see that things were volatile, and she could be very volatile and nasty. That's not hard to see. It was a nasty custody battle, which she did to try to use Sebastian to get at Chris. All she cared about was getting at Chris.
Nursing baby away from her. And then he has fought
She
her
sure did keep it
on
moving.
every little thing. I think she mentioned leggings. She can't wear leggings. Like every little detail. He's very controlling, wants to control every detail as far as I remember. She told the courts he was missing, but Chris wanted her anyway. Quote, she'll be safe. Right. So now that Nina has a lot more information than she had back in, let's
Okay,
say,
guys.
April, this time
Hmm.
a year ago, when she could have gone to the courts, or April or May, if depending on when summer starts. She has a lot more information about things that have happened.
No, she doesn't. Nothing has happened. There's been no new anything. Just a bunch of crap you idiots make up in your heads. Betty even admitted tonight that it's in her mind. And you, oh, there's nothing credible about you. You're totally off your fucking rocker. So no, there's nothing new. And Nina got put in her place because of her antics. Just saying.
In fact, back then, I don't know about that, Holly. Yeah, she will end up going through this till Faith is 18. And I was just going to say something. In fact, just this last week ago, Chris Proudfoot, for the first time, has admitted to 3 CPS cases.
No, just 3 reports, which could be follow-up reports. Also, he didn't say they were on him. He just said he knew of 3. You forget, Seth also had CPS reports.
He has self-admitted to 3 CPS cases.
Not that they were about him. He did not. He even said, if they ever get out and people see what's in them, there's a lot of people going to have to back up on the things they've said. Because it's not how they're making it. It's not their narrative. It's not what's in there.
Doesn't mean that before he admitted to it, they didn't exist. They did exist, and more exist.
No, they don't.
But he's self-admitting to now 3.
No, they don't. That's what exists. That's all there is. And again, he did not say the reports were on him. What he did say is if they were to get out and people seen what was in the reports, a lot of people would have to backtrack, however you want to put it, on what they have put out here. Get it right, Julie.
3 CPS cases. Does that change anything for a judge? Okay, you've now admitted to 3. Let's take a look at the 3 you're admitting to.
You can bet the family court judge is aware of anything concerning Chris and CPS.
Yeah, I don't know. And I got to tell you something.
They revenge bonded. Could be.
I'm concerned. I'm really concerned because I feel like.
Who cares what you feel? You're not relevant in their life. Him and his daughter's custody is none of your business.
I mean, I'm sure that people will be like, oh, what's he going to do? What could happen? You know, he knows everybody's watching him. He knows everybody's this. But, you know, you have a person who has a problem. He has a problem with anger management. He has a problem with abuse.
You have no idea what he has a problem with. And what abuse, Julie? There wasn't abuse, Julie. One whack with the belt through your clothes does not make abuse, Julie, the way you put it.
Of people who are close to him.
What abuse?
Who he deems as weaker.
What are you talking about? You don't know anything about this man. This is all stuff you've made up in that demented little mind of yours.
Or because they're children, because they're women, or for whatever reason.
Oh, boy.
He can be psychologically abusive.
Yeah, it does. It's gross that these kids are being used. And she has no business even talking about his daughter. His daughter has nothing to do with this. And whatever is going on with him and his daughter is his business, not hers. It's none of her business.
Physically abusive, emotionally abusive.
Again, that's all shit you guys have made conjured up here.
Put them in danger.
Oh, Lord.
He has an explosive temper that I've heard.
Yeah, I would too. Honestly, after the way that they have been treated, stalked, harassed, threatened, their whole lives being torn apart, family members, friends going after, I would get being accused of being a murderer. Yeah, I would be fed up with the bullshit too. Julie, you couldn't handle a tiny little salt crystal of what they have been put through. You couldn't handle someone not agreeing with you. You totally lost your shit for days and accused everybody of turning on you and attacking you. You're nuts, lady, in my opinion.
Triggered. He's very triggery. He's easily triggered. He has definite ideas about what is acceptable in terms of corporal punishment versus child abuse. I never heard Chris deny, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nina said that he backhanded
I don't believe that.
Faith's older sister across the mouth when she had just gotten braces. And if I'm not mistaken, she was about the same age then.
And like I said, that's a one-sided story. Not very credible. Anyway.
As Faith is now, right? And the inside of her mouth bled.
If there was proof of any of this stuff, if she had actual proof, evidence that any of this took place, there's no way he would have won visitation like that. There was no evidence. There was no proof. Julie, stop it.
I have a question about that too, about the court things being seen. I don't remember him ever denying that. Did he deny that? So I'm trying to think how old she is. The daughter that Chris shares with Nina. I was thinking about this. So 2015.
All right, guys. I've been on here a long time. We can pick us up tomorrow. I'm just tired. Sorry it was so off the wall tonight, but honestly, it was a short notice live, and yeah, I was just all over the place. I'm sorry for that. I will get it together for tomorrow. I promise you. But there's something I want to show you tomorrow that I didn't get to show you tonight because like I said, I was all over the place. But we're going to go over a little bit tomorrow of it. And we'll finally do the Brittany versus Terry Lynn, the flip-flop. We'll finally do that. But there's something else I want to show you too. But thank you all for hanging with me tonight. Mods, thank you. Great job as always. I appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do all that YouTube stuff, the like, the sub, all that stuff. But yeah, just thank you for hanging out with me, Misfits. You'll definitely be seeing me sometime tomorrow, and I'll have it together tomorrow. Good night, all. Good night, Misfits. Be good out in these streets.